Israel, come on, get Ethiopia, there's Sudan, what a show.
MONTIE Oha Ekchi Bonkuno Needs FM 100.9 Needs
Ameka minyamatu Ameka onyangotu Ameka wanyangwatumo Ameka minyamatu Ameka onyangotu Ameka wanyangwatumo Ameka wanyangwatumo Wina tata ikachimo wabwe wabanya
And I have a combo to me there to so a year do Amiensa live on NEAT FM 100.9 a year chance or my Ghana and Tia. Na Shannon so says say bleeding air cost or my nimuno esun papa where ye dear a drama for a DD a year 1 more a young muno atna for a yasem ketua. I didn't need ya yan yenina ya for yano aunt to mubia baby a eka de corner a do boom I was see ye bibi and so a dear fa home. Medi nana ama anotufo awian so metenemu e de ama wode hye konkroma me bia ma kwafom e ba hye awian ye bedi nkomo ahodo pi e wo fidua yi mo e hye mu ba ko a mema wo kwan na wa wo ye metiefo wo ba ahoma na so ne edi eho enkomo no ye se sei edien na yenye e de fa eye ahyenti adwumadie no eho sei obi pon atwuma bebia wo gina wo pe kai na eho ayasem obi nso sore ahimade akye a bebia obenya kai efridi aba ne nwuma so no na eno so ho ayasem bre twedi ampo nyankopon adama unya kai ni bia kai na wotimu no bebia wo kɔ no unsi fom ka ba ko no a wobetia ahyenti aka no be se empremiensa so asa na wasi fom esan se bebia wo kɔ no enye ho na ka no lodidi akɔ olodu asi ukwam oye du kwan mu no a wobesie no wa hya ase e pai foforo eto aso wusu nim se obeto aso nti unsi fom na da so te kai nim no wa ji sika foforo aka ho oye dru bebi etoso miensa na so wa chance e pai ehwo na boni be kase eye wan kasa wo main destination eno so da so te kai ni mo na wasie tua foforo e de aka ho nipa e bottom pem wo ye kwan ho any stations ahodo sesei e won kran ha okokuma se okọ man Ghana ntwa sha ahodo a esewani ensa wo ka kire taasi fo nso anka enim so mo namu kakra na ebenya bi afra omso mo twa mo ti maako na opa hu musuo ogina taasi driver bi se o fa dropping na ye efie jadum sika wono so beje wono enya asem keto akora na nanse kura yesi okada wo mo kuro manum buo ya achen kan no anka wuti mu nsu to a emmoro wono ono okada na wuti akira e wo mi so ode o kontem de nanso se ensu ohia mu kwan mu putupuru a ehwe ma na kan ba bi ono ne boa wono so je no enya asem keto akora research for beka ya openi ma bosu me de to so du ba akone mu yenya Roads and Transport Minister penifoma wo mudi nkomo kakra tabre no onumonyamfo Joseph Bukare Nikwe e kan se de niam akeka de kono wo ma hunu bi pen enti wonim se sa afena no hia saa no a nipa ba kurom no doso wo mo ekofie so doso enti oni penifo ayen hyehye ama tabre no
station in the capital NEAT FM
nkodi nkomo a enafuo mienu eso no won fa wona no yie mmere no no mekira no de onye nemum ansa na won beba no oye hyehye e de bosses makomako nwotwe agu nkran monten so ntwe aso ahodo a wo adwumayeni na afi na wo ba ahimachia benya biafro wo adwumayeni na opon anwummere no 9 pa mu ko no num a wo benya biafro saa bre no bosses ne ye adwuma efi no 9 pa mu ekopim anwummere no nwotwe empa mu sa wo pon eye ebia no ndu kwa e na saa bre no wo gidie sempani fo hyehye a wo mo ye no na bosses no awie wo matwuma nanso edi free anwummere no 9 pa mu ekopim no nwotwe pa mu de obi biara wo wonka popuni mantam a ene me be ya atwen se na bosses no enam emiami ahodo a na wo mo eboa edi free eye enkra ha sei ewuram akọ adenta pantempo no so na ebi eda ho wo ma no mo wonsa wo ene me be ya atwen se ehon so na ebi eda ho ka sofo nso ebedi adanse se no kwasem na bosses ni bi wo sa kwan no so a eno so na adehye enya bi foro epa ache wo nti edi bronya ne wie ye no bosses na wie wo matwuma na tax force ne so a £24 a wo nkotena se enkodi sa enkomo no ade bia da nipa gu monten so wo nya ka mforo enti wo mfo susu bi mre aban no hu do be ya afa ho no sa tax force ne so ho anamontuo no ekokosi sen afa ya driver fo a yenim se ebra no mo ka ne ye foro mo so mo hefa trotro drivers no hefa na mo wo mo fa he mo ma ye hunu esan se asem no ehwehwe aso kakra no kwasem se mpanifo se afinish ya sa no a ya na nipa pii no anaja womo afifiri miami ahodo abegu nka popore mantam obi go fa kwantom ne baaye obedi bronya eye no kora ye gitum sa epa ache wo afi ne wachi ese bronya ye de awie new year no month na na ewo mu de nanso enne aye nafo a etoso du miensa ewo obepon bosumi emu nti edie nkoa ene ye ntumi nya ye abeto sa abre nipa nso so ejeejira emontene so a omunya kai ni bi enfa nkofi hwe asemi ahom te papa ahom te kire se sesi ame ne okasai obi wo ho ana twuma fi ne nsa ade ne ye se wo man enye afi wei ene ebra edi kan se nipa gu kwan ho a wo munya kayo eye ade etaisi ekoso wo man ni mo enti woni beka se permanent solutions ben ene edi gu akwan mu ne ye bibidi afa ho wudu mra se beje fia ye wo a whole committee ya wo mo ehwe sa ye roads and transport dwumadie no eso ebenifo atrase ekọ atrase eba edien na wo mususu yesa ye nyese wo man enfa sa eye wo highway enso so ehu epa chew task force no aye pawo ye na anu ye December yimu openim abosumi no emu no pacho ehu nsem no so akwa akosi sen ye betena sia betwetwetwe ye nanse akwa akosi da ben niama omamu no adehye na wo mutua to na saa to no na aban no gina so de siesie wo man no ye betena sia akosi da ben niama saa omamu no adehye no wo ho akere wo mo wo ho mete ye betena se aye hwe han enso akwa akosi da ben enti se wo be wo sori ahemache be se no miensa na wadware saa beni so nyu bi a wudware ye brebrebe be gina akwan ho wo preka saa be se no miensa anasa no nan wonya be se dom hwere de ho ansa na wonya kai ni bi wo bedu adwuma wo de abebo so wo bobo so wa ye adwuma wapon be se nonso anasa nonso empa mu wo betime gina kwan ho be se nonkono na wonya kai wo benya kai no wa bre se tam brebrebe na se wo di traffic iso na ukodru fia wa hwe a ensuo kra bese aka we die na akwakoto kete so no na se bese dumienu ebrebe na wase asori bio aba atwuma de ekeka de kono empanifo nsori ema wo homene so yenye bibi mfanfa ho na eyade a asem no ani ayenyan enso de amaye ade a ya wo mi se wo peka yi nyina akiri me se susu dua unya kai ni bi wi a ye gisika ne tonto ene wo bia no be dia danse se bia wo te poku ase a wo gina circle a wonya straight car di free circle eko poku ase da ensi wode wakọ animu a na ya Achimota all station efi Achimota all station wode wakọ animu a enye ma 7 na ye barrier ene kwa nyame na abavie enye ma 7 obesiwa na ye barrier na onim se anya hwe poku ase na nipa dodo na eko eti odu ma 7 na onim se munsi na so obesi agigi sika foforo ababesi eye bi a barrier asa no wosan dru barrier wala odu poku ase na eno so mutimunti no obesi agi musika foforo eye ade ekoso se ababa ye norm a nipa no pe wu mpe eye sa na ekoso esanse wuntumi nka kwam untumi na abonten utumi so nka fie nka se wo ma adwuma enti wo benya wunyew na ade to anamon na ne nipa dodo sen na wo man Ghana ha se ya wo ma ye adwuma abosome so a o makatu akora do 3000 Ghana cedis asem na hunti o nipa dodo sen na wo Ghana ha se ya ye adwuma sam mfifiri abosome be so no na ya katu akora ye de mayen no edu 3000 Ghana cedis ene bibia bo ayedin 83000 Ghana cedis no na se defua ba akopɛ wapon kwa no wo fa kai akodru fie wote he fa bia wote nsa wo mutusu hum na kai ne kwa lawyer na gi 70 Ghana cedis a na we kwa boso me beso akatua no boso me beso se wo de fa kai kwa na nka pese di obedie de ode atua wo light bill ene water bill ye na wo makora kan ho school fees a obesan so atua wo maso kra so beko school am so ka ya wo mbeforo na wo yire so kwotwom na wo kodi dwa so a ono so ye obeti aka ekwa koduru empanifo madama eniti na moda ya no yesere mo monsore mayen na de akeka de kone de ano adin monsore mayen GPR to impanifo mo nyina monka mutimpa mo na mo ne mpanifo nhia say
100.9
ka GPR to impanifo dimirika ama sese wo matim krata ade akoma eye roads and transport minister say onhwe na omontra senya hyehye no mo for percentage bi ento transportation so say ashanti aka na mo pa ntumu aka sa bere mo sinkiti atwere krata ade akwa mpanimfo ade ne ye hui so mamu adehye brahoma ne so na yeni enkomo no ebi ye nyina ye Ghana adehye ye ntoto adwene wenya afa na ye di blame ni ba betu obi so eyo man Ghana ohawo enya amanyoko bi haw eye oman no ye nyina ye haw efa mo ni amanyokro amanyoku a wodon mepa chaw opo no agina kwan ho na wunya akaya amanyoko kro no fa akai mesi wo se amanyoko ne man monfoforo mfanko eye oman Ghana sem ene ye ka ne nei ade no ni aye nyan wo oman ni mo ka ho aye den wunya bia ye sanso ji watwa me no bo ene ho asem ne ye ka ye nya amanyosem wo hasen acho bra homa no so ne ani nkomo 0302 25 7902 0302 25 7902 and 0302 24 3540 0302 24 3540 Pachoba ahoma no so ana yedi enkomo kakra kasa twitwie de mesre wa mu yenyini famfiri ye kasa mu ano ebetia wo bi de yenyini famfiri ye kasa mu yenka de ekoso no de onim de fa ho ne wususu se ye ya ebeboa ye nyina na emfaso no ye nyina yensan so etumi aka bi na yenkeka so emfanko yanim e wo sa kwan no eso hello wadama so temenka ma hen
ye ni
Mira pacho o ma ne so kakra ma
meje so ye ni
ya wudin be bia frame fi
ye frame me Evans me prefi ashama
Evans pacho me nti
be bia ma me bia ma wo bia no me chia Nini abanse oman no ye de mpanimfo bi atwetwea no. Ena problem ya wo kan ye nnenko a. Me de me blame Ghana mpanimfo abako ina. Africa he ya mpo ba bia obeko bia oman no mu basis ye adwuma. Momo sori amotiti land cruise na we. Nipa na omukoye adwuma ma oman no. Me wa shama edura no pa me rate me ho sa. Said nyame adom me de me wo bia metim. Na wo hwe kwa ho nipa egyina ho a. Eye ho anu ma sade. Bas keka mo bekra na bas no bakra ndi nansa na ebiduma fachi na omo akoton hwe na VIP e bada ben emri bi na me first light o mini bas na omo si asese ye ton mama bia na e friend king of kings e wo doko ta bas ni na otumi de ye adwuma nti menu aba o ka se ma ye mble mo bia me no nya ade mpanimfo na ye de oman na ma won sabe mo ti we se mo ba adwuma se adwuma wura no nim kwan e wo se mo fa so na mo ba Omanu yedi amadinom. Omun yade kwame nkruma train ni ade odija ina no.
100.9 FM.
Noma kwame nkruma dija ina. Jempeni fo ete ho access. O station no e your man nti me ka sem bi trewa. Ena nkwala ko university. Danke ka wo mu dem. Jempeni fo omun tumi si hostess man nkwala. Mumu abreso na mu didi 3 times a day. Ena akwala ko school no no ko hindai. Na mumu abreso na kagana mpanimfo na mu abubo professors no kemu ahi na mbetu ya ko university mpanimfo no mu mie wo mwani na mu nja se edru campaign time na yehu won mini aba oni ya me yedu
Hello yeah Meteun kan nyame nhyira na oma wa mambu onye nkoso program odi aba ho hia papa bitia me nua Evans okasai oma ni kamafo on senye ye adwuma no febra ye bre e wokurum aba ne ba sen kura na ye adwuma no 5 o'clock no wapon won so ase citizen na wo ye adwuma pon 5 titan be no benya ka abafi maame to da dia be o se wutia 50 series eba no wutia be 45 series ate wo ngirin fida obi a me masori fi anopa me kwala pass me fi doburo ene kwala pam fi doburo ba amasa my services ene fi amasa my ekọ la pass 8 series maame mentime nyaka mbefo ye divisi pokuase ekosi balia esa kokokokosi achimota midu achimota kwa me sen nyaka esanfa ka kokokokosi la pass ni boy junction sana mi nanti akwa abrantie enti se abraba fo no tutu amempa akatuenu sa wosi e mamala ye aduma this the time wosi e ma discipline mlani ye aduma ma me ye time ye dibro nyawie pastila no obedu amasama no ni egina ho Accra Street 10 cities 15 cities Accra Street 10 cities 15 instead of them 7 cities no enti sika na nka meme nam na nka meme de beto nso anom no obi agye no kwam sika na meme de nam na nka bia me ni di ye menum nso ba ko mienu no obi agye wo kwam ba di 8 cities ye di 15 cities. This is the time as oman or so man sorry mami me obi a me kasa bebre but me sua nyama bebre say aba we buy nkofo bi from ho adi. This is the time soldiers or see e di mu police or see e di mu kurum man nyama ye aduma ye to aba ma jo ma mo my name is Francis Ata me kasa ti ama saman ye campaign but in no ne lawless ne do so kurum dodo obi a ye di ope okunu mo me yem fa mele mu kwam driver ni bi ani tumi so the car besi from Kumasi to Accra e 100 cents age woni tumi so the one person but so e boayen am o man develop ma me na driver ni yesi na me amakofa meku abegu mi storm ana amakofa meku abegu container me de beje sen driver ni yesi do no afu pray akofa spare parts abegu no beje sen driver ni yesi do no so akra ifidie so de betu galamse no oba no so de beje sen. This is the time we say emlani ye aduma mo bia dwene ekọ nanim say ye aduma bo ma no ba ye nya aduma pampa ye ho obeso no ye bi ni ababa aba no sombo nanso ye ka membo na ye wo na me eno aman abanod ama sorry omanpenin otesun ene ma membo no ana oman tumi di mu mo kro no but isi ana ite se Ghana no obi an obetwa ni nua ma me hwe don sim we to ba bi 25 cities okudu baby a ye ton don sim no 35 cities adendia obedu baby no bi petrol wateso odinso na afre no wateso ana so obi die papa enne ekoso. This is the time we say mo man hihye ni nyina eyi adwuma nenso oman no eni kama fonti no obi ati oman no ye de ope in the end of the day no obaji aketua e de usika afu ka na wo de usika nyina atua ka nenso no ni hwe awo oman ye ka sika na ebo ye ka nyoma mienu obi tumi ye adwuma oje 700 cedis the end of the day no ofu ka 9 cedis a day. It is obi 7 million and not 700 is not for 9 cedis a day. Say ni po betuma hadan obetuma ton papoa obetuma ko nanu eni ye to dokon sen mpanifo mo ye ti o men me pam chow
okay
eni di CMPP mo yen fi akwam ni yen kan hu se o man no ye re ya saase ni mo ja ne bo ye de ne na nam hwe hu ye de di o man no edu bi no mi ni so si e be di ato aso ni iwu kwa nchirima na beto aso woto no krediane efi desert so wo forest.
Okay.
This is the time also prevent wusu. Obi to me ma wusu hume, and to me may drop it. Yet can I galamse, say yesu. 50 years time. Me may yet dang na union, my tone swap abrutally. It is the time, yet your mama champagne for visa. Hey, what when you straight to Jayancho? Yet so I am fed that the NCA, Yamada Yanesi. Well, that's what say we are 3 hours. It was mra yama na ntuntum wo mutade nyina ya chima ne mkoda prison na mo mpani fo mo ntin
ya da say unu ya bi so agina so acha wo bi maso bi ya da say papa. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. 0302 257902 0302 257902 and 0302 243540. Kana wa hye no so say je ba na ye kasa no aye ntenten abone tofa na wunia bi nsu gina so bia na wanya kwan aba na credit ne ton ya na ahomte kakra. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Ohima na umpom tese.
Ehu adom me ho ye. Pacho na so e.
O me hu ye pa na bia ma kofo wa yin.
Oho.
Ana me na me ware no be wa ja me o. No me wa ja me.
Oba na mwaka wadama.
Ayo.
Oba na mwaka.
Ko se mo bebe na agima pa.
Amen.
Wa ohima topic we amodi ba ye no die. Enye na atemu. Mo afisi Ghana for ake. Obi timi di mirase nsem. Na ye hwe no han obekasa o man hanumo milan no. Mini aba se wa above 5 ko gina circle na hwe se the passenger go ho no mo a mo peka akofi utru ho no mo abra motor old station utru ho no mo kola pass misi wankasa wo abahu adan na sa tem no na manfo mo dididi o jese daba no obagina sa no a wo passengers no a afina oni ni meti bexre price on begi na yeti o maimu ana nipa kakra bi omo di mrase omo nsem ahye ye nimpanyifo wo o my Ghana hanom mijunu amenti ase o tumi wo se ka nipa ka trotro yesi trotro asechire se ukọ amasamai nipa besi achimota obesi wo taifa uti amasamai straight no wagi hono mo fe tikete wo obesi achimota no no wapia amasama fe usi pomo achimota obesa pa passenger hono mo we enye asisi kwai nti ye Ghana security services no adia no mo ye fa ho anya bibia na say gisa obi ama order say yo agyema no ye nyina ye de to fara wa sha atade no de e say wo nsumo man no nti GPRT yusu to bono kache da omusu ada na mo ntimi recruit wo no ma omo be ma omo ni na station no because agyema na mo ye mo fa amrantie e bia yesu say mamu no nya agyema o Ghana mi do ye batama fa mamu no every branch GPRT mo recruit mema na aya do anyimre na mo ade o mo akosisi station so bia ye fa passengers no na mo take out na mo wi say atu ntwa ana onu nyame agyema.
That's a papa. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Obayema no apom te say na hima.
Yehu adome hu ye obacha na so e.
Kuma se bro no bi o ti adanya me da ban. Me senya mpaso de ma oni watiefu ne o producer aduma pa amobo e de ama despite media.
Amen.
Ani o man Ghana. Any wiase afana nyina na ma senya mpaso ama chifala nkwajo chamante ne onabo boniface. Na mini aba asema o de tuga ya ye nyina ya dwendwen ho a ye comment kasa e de afa ho. Me kakra me kan se usum kwadu a no asum bode na unim da bode ebe kwa atwe akwadu hu baba behia Gama fona ye bo machi no enye omo anu omo ye o eniema bi wo hono ma yamfa emra ne nhyehyeye no nya duma wo man mu se makọ market na makọ akoto banchi 2 cedi na makọ boliga na matoni the same 2 cedi a ebe ya na driver ni na ono kuta ni car na wakoto spare parts wakoto fuel na fuel price ahade different sanyama we nyina na ma drivers ni sanyama no but ye ba prices na ada no kurasa dia 1 cedi aye 1 cedi 2 cedi aye 2 cedi obi ntimi mu obi ntimi sisi obi me ya transport owner entimi situation adama for no ni omo customers ni fam ana sabi me card ya so market minim adia adadifo no ni adetonfo no so di ma omo customers enti san yama we no se yo betimi atu asia ama abrase o my Ghana ma one fam running hyehyɛ no enya adwuma Wama mrani ye duma enjishayani ye duma me ko shop price na se me kwa kotobia make 20 Ghana me ba malata market ya na se me ko ma mobi numa market ya me ton 10 cedi na 20 cedi si dia ma koto ni shop price na se ya am to enjishayana anya duma obi abaye no pe enti mano ampanifo wo mo no ene wo mo hunu se Yabama Rana Yaduma, but no Ghana police service at Basopa, or wouldn't you say ba, almost one of the brochure Bagana. They say, oh, you're driving now, be too traffic, and also drive colors, yeah. Oh, far on them. Yeah, they are brown, one conco, yeah, over court, none run. Only Rana Papa do a call. San Yama will be the assistant of my Ghana. Nothing, San Yama will 12 na so obi abaya no pa na nyina ya bana musa enti yan fa mra ne nhyehyɛ ya nya adwuma na Ghana ntumpo me da ase.
Okay, yes, that's papa. 0302 243540. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Abana. I'm today.
You who are doing who you be men and also
Okay. It's not really, you know, and I have no problem with water. Yeah, Obiba. The moment they put it at Kaka, I'm saying that because they're living in Canada. I want the back cat in front of me, in front of my cat in home. You find the winter, I know that cat can be swimming from now. Okay, me tell them, and if I say daughter, it's a movie, I mean, then the ever, let's say that I phobia, would buy it because I'm phobia. Oh, but Obiba, what is the manipulator that Kasani? Can you say that way?
say bra won so dey ka say we dey ka bi ko dey kan wase mo dey hye ba na nka yesusu akoye nimo
Masi ase but obi wo mo le ado no nyi fu da wa ye awo bi say na ka tire no na me ko ba sabelo niya just no imagine you station castle ke ma ko say ke me be Madina ka elo di Madina oloba me bi test no to me same no on sa lo do Madina e get I just wo ni station ya kan so mo do ni station wo ko so me do ni assembly say go what political is go what me na constant is police reach ho car or come as a road to what so America ya driver so many stations and find assembly do na make from abandon na make from they get this so na make what right only station what by daily no me driver so we mbo mo do say me be call man yan say ba ko do to check it so be you be na achieve na ko court next na find na e na come obi be ye bi but we should be for court it here judge ba ka say me post for the case on baby it's in judge so for na so from court na na so what say obi ye bone you dey na ba one no we so so what you for na so me ni jire obi dey some question police chemia o dem ko police station judge ba judge wa ka sa dey na chin ba for police station it's a bit judge so problem so police chief bi ba say nipa no wo no di ama sama ba wo si pastor ko kwase wa se lu bi December wo jeli no me na ma na acho obi so do.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, about that day.
You who are doing who you be men and also
Ghana do mo ho ye pa Dr. Nimene to ma community 200%. Enya ba uni bi ala cash do ko bi ko transport na. This more can be one papa you. Mame, but fuel no, we find a good boy to say, ko say o mo to ko.
Neat FM yo.
No mo na maka say, abana ya de wa sisi na ma so wa sisi ko so my. You see that I can say petrol car ma you say, here I ko ya petrol ko ton 20 Ghana. Ana so ko ton 20 Ghana. We no ti wo ma o price no. Man o ni. Who be see, I want that action. Any so say ya e basic to say so much. And so we ni do mo ye. Wouldn't see Cesar as well. And the court was a high school. He says, oh, quite you, Fayasio. I will check my for a example of the oh, the national was followed from a year Cesar Gorman. I was see a year was a high school. Who are I don't see to be. So I started, would you see a year or high school? And for Fayasio, a bar for no, Jachipa Hormono. No one chatting house for that is to be no one now about pricing that was done so. I didn't know what I said. Not that I say, poor price, and a fixed price, or really could be a different price. It is no best away now. In the end, it's for a issue system. What I say, I will be a damage to a bit of the piano, the lecture. A year, Juma. We cook passes when people from passing cycle passes. That I know was a sprinter, a deep done. Almost 100 cities. Better the 100 cities. What I say? What's the one of you take it to us? But now what I'm saying, who would tell me what I'm saying? And I transport something that road fair no I would talk a year for so now call was Canadian. Then I you know what I say you and then trouble to put that there no. Somewhere to move up and I'm so I must have it there that yeah, I price to somewhere down. No problem here. Nano is done I say, I go back. Because we have to hear no you know, law enforcement. Open yet maybe I start to an advance and what I say, and I deploy. Also, go for the next time the world. The show me now, to go for next time.
Hello, good afternoon.
Man after mini abana pom diseyo.
You who do me who you this year by now swear.
Nyamia dum bibia boko median na kwa me free ni boy town. Nan awie me tia chema du. Oko ahia man ne patamu a communication officer ono aneko. Aka me kan say oman no. If you are Christo for man e enkramo for man but yeah the Bible ne Quran na to nchen na ye de ebe. Because unipa when they will be training nua on fa ho you be up no you be anim laso de am ya ne say obi tu kwa akọ amanfo aman so de a omutimi de mra ne adwuma be omobọ mukromu de omo nhwe se mra ne betimi adwuma the car asem aye kan yi Sunday ya me ko Festus ha ya the fruka free La Paz ABC man 7 me gina man 7 sa minyaka baye waso okobeli ya me san afro ye the duru beri ya wasi dabi me kopoku ase the duru poku ase wasi o me san kwa amasamai so ati ase enso se nipa yi driver ni ma se si a police wonya so mo chinesi ya oh eni yanyi nipa ho ena ade na nipa no opena no aduana na ya chi no na se ne se so ya nyai sa ne mana amane enkoyie yenya chi obi pepepe no hina tutuntuma no opani bi no tutuntuma o ya chi me busu ani me kopa chew ye mamra ne nya dwuma ene no man na man ntumpon no nti si yenya sa ne mana emmo man no hwese enanu ya hwe school fo yi a teacher ni se muyan so he mu akoka ya omo school fo ko hwi ni ne nne no ya chi o ma no mo ma me no omo isu no omo da fom ye mpese mra ye dwuma so ati ase enti yesre ajejefo si chi nipa na monhwe de de ko monhwe mra ni nya dwuma pepepepepe enne school fo yi omu nim mra so enna kwala woye bibi no kwaka pe na asama ba no ni cruise enna kwala eko school ni Blantan hye na taso enne wo kwa ne bafo hye na taso eye den no man mpunti obeko yie enkwala nso ana de chechire da achi no amoso mpese ye benya da achi ni tie benden entie na ye nsole de ye no ye na ye mmoa no bibia nko yie ye nya ne na sore ne akasa enne fu abu akofom dollar bu akofom anka wo mo moton ade on behwe se enema bo no behwe so amana ba fom ne na ho ato no de obi ape enne mabanka se my ready budget ne ye se ye bi ati tomatoes ene bo ese e bo se ye nti bida ena ono the price e ba no ye control den we so ye nhwe se bibia beto to tin ma o manfo no ho ato mo nti na ye nhwe se ye na be ye ya fom de no man mpuntu ya de akwa me na ne na wan han ya nya ne sa ne bibia se de politics dia ene ye man ye be ko so agina de agina na so ati ase nti na ye moa na nsam twerofo mo ye madwuma no ti ma mofo no mo so ye moa ne anya de be boa ma mo ne mpuntu akoye ya men kan bo bibia ho.
Amen. On council. Hello, good afternoon. If I'm friend kakra bi nature, you ma fidie mo aseme to ankomo no. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Minaba.
Yes, sir.
Me party friend Gideon, me kase fra beka.
Gideon me into.
Me da wasi. Na ma me for fidie so na me ntia and this for. Especially Celia College, the chairman Joe.
Mo mukura ba na ma complain say meja mo bi chia. Ade ye di ka ho nkomo. Muso ba mo de nchia na edi kan.
We dey just second.
Na bi kan sam ne kura wie. That means won chia na ntina important a wo ba yo. They are some to one year moon come. So let's raise concern. I want some no. Why? Young Quasam so.
A driver for some Yasumi Yaman. He say, as I say, in a such a country, a driver for Ghana has a Omu booty man for question. He say a 2 petrol 50 pesos, 1 city cra, and Crofo over to Lolly fame. The Yamia Yadum, no motor petrol, almost 85 to 90 Ghana. And then Yamia Yaduma and Papa, and the water petrol could have 40 Ghana, 50 Ghana Kaunia petrol. Now some conform person but petrol. Now, at the end, no more so much. And the thing in Naya, especially a police for, as I saw Mutim sorry, no more die, 50 Ghana, need 20 Ghana, no more driver for. No more driver for now, or more yes, at him. He said, Samusi petrol, Tinamotu Lolly Famutia, and that's a petrol for ma. At the end, body, I'm with you. And to Munai, so a man who could ya, say the ya no movie or movie. nanso so na aban papa aba omutwe mutan aban papa aba enema bo ekofo muntu mo hwe na petrol no mo tete so matimamufo ho nto na omo no yatum 1 cedi kura omso mbeto lolifin that's it na mishra woni wa juma
amen yes it's here dance 0302257902 hello good afternoon
from Cantonment Market, Accra, Ghana.
Hey, Raja Dobe, where now so hey. I think committee in fear so.
Number, yes, and I'm a official. By the way, number 4 and Carol.
Amen, no cancel.
Obia, Casso, and one woman in our way, and go on a minute. Yo, about I'm coming. Make a much more young son of my chair, whatever. I never thought to my yake. About any of Mr. Caswa, no, Mr. Onakaba. Mr. Caswa, Mammy from Caswa to Accra. I can't see it. Mammy, you did this 30 Ghana. Christmas in 30 Ghana, Mr. Mafu Vida. How about the idea near who you do what dance here? 30 Ghana. Now, Bakum. Now, on your bare 100 Ghana. Lord, I cried you away. I come in 60 Ghana. Now, Gaba for Yamoyano in the Sabbath of Rachayama. What for you? And you ready to be? The color of the Nigra, sorry, they know who will do. I said, when you go, catch it. Yes, you know, you are. I buy no, I have to do 90 from a bino. I have trouble, and I have to do 90 from a soldier for. I need a double for a third. I used to try my general. I don't want to see a jet. I would die at my idea. And then you're there. And the man who got back and the Matuna table. I didn't know one thing. Who be telling me 50 Ghana? Parko. And you can't never be the Africa. Now, what man were doing. And the Papa Mahama, or Daruma, His Excellency, for 90 from over Kaya Prince, 20%, 10%. The boat, they were my phone, they were bow. I didn't do that 20% for the third year. I ain't telling. I don't know, and you know, you pure time, and Kaya 30%. And I got 50%. From 50%, I go and see. Oh, and the media, I'm not for the name of the year. And anybody who died from my idea, the party on my time. I have one treasure. Papa.
Yeah, that's Papa. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, sir. Maneso kakrama mi o de sheba.
Mami soja utimika.
Beto nka bio pacha wudin we ya fefe.
Wa unya be ma abanya mi diwe du achama zenu.
Achama ifo ho ye.
Ya zenu fo nyina atia mami soja.
Mo so ka no munya bi fro. Mo fro ya gemo transportation ni sai.
Mami soja ya awehutem ketia wote ye nyina ye bobo. Na mi de subo ketia na nkata mititire di kosua aboso kanfo bubuano etan se aboso kanfo na etie man we wu papa omu ka hu na driver fo ye di omu ye yo mami soja ye fa subo ni nyina fo aboso kanfo trabarism ti ana omu ye di omu ye mami soja ye nyina ni say na ampinya na mi no kata former president Kufuor term na dollar ni na almost 18. Now, Koto, your friend is an inch, your friend is a mean fan is a pay inch, Grana, 4,000. Now, a gentle dollar about 10 city. Now, Ubaka me say, dollar about 10 city. I did 18 city out on 4,000 and cost 6,000. Mammy, so a jenny for police was so kind for Yanisano. Munjay Sanyamana Muyano, Yenina Sumyamio. And now, by Papa, but then my Papa present Mamma, and you go up from Yama Yangana, and they are whining. A Jumodi, Muya and a better not have a phone or Muloli Pesu. Minu can depend on who will better for more. President Mamma, the second coming near my former neighbor. It's abo so kan ni trade ade ton for mutiti mu niam so dey me dey wo mu ani say na this match ya ye tie obia timi ti mu eto a timi to emu ni angba ni a obia tie nyami say secretary president mama nyami ka hu mami soja.
Amen. On council, so. Oh, hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Abayma.
Bemena.
Daba na oko soja. Mini anama soja, mami soja.
Udini baby afre me free yetio.
Me prefer United States of Ashama Middle East. Abayma. Ese yetia listeners nina. Sese na obi kan no. Uko filling station where price near different. Uko well price is still different. Ebani say. Ebani say ni drivers no so on more price. Send on more pay. Send uka say sometimes upe car, unya car, upe brand send one car, unya car no so aye bunu tot transit. Send o man penny car say all the cars beba ni bibia cost pepe no. Yam bon pa say ebeba sa drivers so yam maya no ye pa ku yam fanya mistro ye sorry aye come ni ye twa ye hu. Send ni nyama boa ba from uko first the kuna aye turn 3 cities and then quite 5 cities aden ye kwan fa mo man fanya mistro bo man no bibia ye bia ye bebu hu akonta. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mommy Soldier.
Acho dini ya afre me free.
Only Abema Ajana Wana because of free Domi Kwamenya.
Ajana enenye mame soja netim. Ya frɛ me Amatufo. Me sure akire ama mame bia makwafo.
I just say Mommy, before they say oh. But you so wa by Tiana.
Diabetes.
Yeah, you want chama. Me brown, yeah, in Canada, you are telling me why. Maybe I don't have a penny below. Memo book. I was a whole fellow. I didn't papa. Yeah, I was a yellow, saying I owe. But me, number with a crack. For me, boy, me Christmas, and my baby here, papa, my miss, me. Tell me, come myself to me, give me a young talk, a young dog. I mean, Chiamadi, Gibril. Na ampem but will be
Obani yankoya asem ne so ne why
kaka me can say you see open sabi ekimodifu a sabi bebre wo aboso kan last year na minister group I say me call you na almost you can say engineer 28,000 let me see you me say abai ba sister that last 2 years Nema besi sa iti asisa. Me sure say ebeba from. Can you imagine say last year October year because beside Timothy almost 32,000. Dollar abba from. So me ka church bay. 87 muka dollar was through ya nyebi kwa na ya to. No say abba from dollar boo. Na nyame boo na me beto yi na still muka dollar musiwodi. Na sakamenya baby anaka payifoni obugabesi ho na yetu obufu mama pia tamu ni Nigeria for na competition tamu pa Nigeria for na mu bi license kwa o say yachi me ko out there they go bring them our people are coming as we power muti me to abai me to abapa ama me sa bebria I want to body for no way thank you
yes you dance papa se say ka ne mu asem no ye nyina na mama ya te asese e yo haw e de ma ye nyina enti ye hunu de eja ye nyina ye to adwena de ye afa ho amana ye kase mpanifo tie ye hello good afternoon
Yo.
Hello sir good afternoon
Papa.
Yes sir we didn't we ampacho free
Mami dia de champion Fuseni Adams me free Ashama.
Fuseni pacho menti you.
Me say that we me about so ojuma. We share on Abu Joshua kan ba ya cha na mame. Aka me pesa me kan say. On grow ya eti mu Ghana ha ye wo. Ghana ha ahokyere ene wo ha a nwini yesu nyina ye Ghana fo na na me ye ho kyere ye ane se nti mekanata minu aba she ka ho asama wo kan driver fo ne passenger ho asama wo kan e ya wo me ya sefem ye se di obedua na enu na obetwa minu aba we se me free asama na me ko zenu ha ya me ko me faka etantrata na ko du zenu e de bentra e sikani pre anyway, I nipa fafi a won se ye di tia minua daniel mani nyina na emwa e de be ti na me be ko zenu ha na me be fa ka be yetre udu school dance na ka na gina wa diska foforo na udu ayi a wa se ade bone ben etuma sa mo me hwe ye sane ye police fo ana se soldiers fo na ban be fa akukroma o fa ngukrom se krono no mu bom mabunu no ya nsola nyina sa ade ewe ho adoba fo no o mu di nya takwa bi via Ghana fo na so ye ntrase edu ti na ma se o be posto mienu ben ho so no mienu na ben ho no pa no price e se o mu nyina age pe no o be posto we mu price so be ko we edu so e different ada he fa ne ye ko e ti stress wo mu hwe no mu nya sa abro no mu ye na edu ti mi ko ye ni ye stra wo mu pa o mu nya ya da ne ma we e ko so no e ti mi do ha ba e ti mi de da du ye sa de kwa yes so ade kwa asole yes ye nkrofo na ye sa de ne
asem we na aka ne boko say
what say
me say asori asemi na ade ba mu boko say
ana me fa mamuta yani ani e be kwa asole na fe ya fa ya bi sande akoyi nyame aye na se so abo onu akro no na ade ko gina asole dem e do nyina aye akoyi e ti hwe ne anya ade e be bo amaka na ko nyina ho be to ye an wi ko so na emwa ye sa amasa aye kro no ne ye bo ye ho a police for ani soldiers for mumra bonten na de davet for no ye ne airtime wo ka o bi tan ada ban ne to ka ma me ya ban ne to ma wo wie onua e ti ta de na wo ye ne dia ye mi se mi nam kroma de bia me no mo ko topa de bia me no mo ko de se ko mu number kra me fa de se wa be ye wro bia me fa number na me de wa ma police say yan so wo ye kromfo ye mo ye na nya fine ada na mo ye sa aho traba ye se ye de nyama se nya ho nto ya mo de da kro pa mpese mo de yi da na ye bo no yakobo kro boy ye di papa no ye wo na kakra sa na de benyi kakra wo ane so wo nyini anya da kro pa na odi nyini eti sa kro no na ye bo no mo me nya kro no na mo aye ni aba oni nya ko na dio mi kasa me kakra na abufobia be se mi mu no me se wa we kra me sia do ni bi kra me bo no
da bi yentu yensa abotre oman no emra wo man ye de ye adwuma oto nsa wafom mra enti mra no so ne obedi. Hello, good afternoon. 0302257902 yedi nkomo afa sesei e ka wopon a wonya bi wo ba no pan so kra no ase obenya bi yansem wonya bi atena mawie ne sika ye eche wo no esan so nya asem keto akra ye fa wo to saa betutu sika no peace ubedu adwuma mkwana de wudi to nsu anom kra no nya no so ho asem no ayedin enso so e wo saa kwan ne so. Hello, good afternoon. I said them di kan ye no ye nyina no line ne so ayehye ohu enti uba saa no a na waye ne ntientem na wunia so no so gina achireche no ana credit ewe no na wono so anya kwan abaso bi etwa wa no ayansem enti wan na wo so ohunu wasem ne tofa bom na wo ye no na ma eniema so akoyie na ye nyina no obi a ho ahehan no ewo ne dwumadie ya wodi enso so ewo ho sei pachoche ne so say ha ye Neat FM 100.9 we eye memanti yedi nkomo afọ wo man Ghana ho na de ekoso wo man mu sesen eye ahyentiaka ya sesen emu sesem na yede ja wo man mu sei na enye no nko a ehyen no kra no adehia bodompim ejeja bus station ahodo ne bus stop ahodo na so wonya bi mforo onya ka ne bi mforo ne oba himachi akwan ho nipa bomma egu ho afin so ne wapo anwumere so kwan ne so nipa bomma egu bus stop ahodo traffic ahodo a ekoso ewo ye kwantempo no eso no enya asem keto akra ewo ho nti ene eja ya chance ye nyina ye di emu enkomo ansa na ye ba be di Christmas no transport ministry mpanimfo ehunu se bibi se ye te sei enso so ebeba eni nti wo chance e de buses ne bigumu na se sa buses ne nyina ye se ye firi kwan ne so nti ama nipa pon a wo wan ye hiem anopan so ye ba adwuma ye wan ye hiem mpanimfo teja yen chance fa nema bi mu akwemu na ye hunu de ye fa ho a eno so betumi abo awia we prem to breka se bo so ye ne parliamentary select committee on roads and transportation edin komo ama wo mo e kire se no kwasem omo bi kura de wo mani ehunu sa ahom tesem no ewo yakwan ahodo no so any stations ahodo na e ya ahom te na se se ya kasa yi emra so be je fi apeja wo mu kakra omukodi Christmas no wo munya entenance nti ehwe animu se fi sabre ade kɔ no nhyehyɛ ya mpanifo ye fa ho a ene nso so ebeyie na ama eniema so akonkan da wo sa kwan no eso 0302 2579 Eti yehwe na eja yentu ayesa anamon no ewo sa kwan no eso mpacho yehwe se be for no kakra bi edi aka ho na afa yehwe a ya ba fidie mu ase na yedi nkomo eso so edi afri ho 0302 257902. Hello, good afternoon.
Madam.
Yes sir.
Good afternoon. Because I think I look at the profit and the firm Aja. You want to say, you can't have a person, you're calling an enemy. Can't have for the person, and I am with you. I say, yeah, it's from my food. So, I got an enemy. A lot of what to fetch woman, and they are liberty pet. Number two, transport me. And then pet to have a friend Kakamayi. Oh, quite cannot be said it's over the big set. I want to be a focus here. I'll be three and I say, and some of the only can you do an only part of night. I want, what I say, Rabbi, you say, when we say independent, what did you say? Price of pay. No, I don't want, when you say they are over food, I mean, me can say, come against a carbine, Mamma, Yetuma. Mama produce whomever better for coca. What bet you be a win yet, say a could you? And I said, what you can so one with my one with my one week. Next time, who do you say an answer? He said, can you account in a moment? That are buying car, maybe, boom, chance of maybe cool or yet. That's where the tongue with ya, I can say, yes, I ban said, and so, Miss Bass, they cast it down summer. They car the two down summer. Echo circle. I look at the actor. Well, yeah, I will say to man. They say, it is what who beauty my beauty. What a kind of funny for I'm a same way to my. So, ma'am, no man, your own toying. I want to say to you from any time. Then I say, in my end, yesterday, no, woman, no come in your bread to mention your own, that's what change our government. The other being put up a film. What is your first time? No more with 3 times. For the first time, down with the qualifier. I should have first come with Masana Kosayari. Yes, straight.
Yes, your dancer, Papa. Hello, good afternoon. Me mind see our Neat FM 100.9. Johnny Life, our Homanosana, Yeni and Como. To say your car, your phone, Yenya being from coffee. And upon so ye ba ye bi emfa emma we are yebeko energy sector debt no and so Ghana Mampany Excellency John Tomani Mahama e de free ho ne ye bisa sa implications e we chi no e ye de hinfa the ordinary Ghanaian na me ne we etwe that's ka no ye tie de free ho no ye fa so a ye nya wo mu enesen enya bia no be kan wo bi amanansen enka ne abo ampanifo e de call so no ihwan so aba emu ana. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, me aba na tsen.
What do me here? Pacha now say.
Yankopon college ye.
Okay, Pacha me too.
Yemu amamole. Yankopon shira papa e mo afisi apa. Say me anoma kasa bebre na ya. Hwe me a driver for ni mate for mo mu ti ye ti them for my way. Anu ede. Aya eye de say. Omo ye no. Asem penyifuo no tie ana obia so atede na enfo obia so ho because she iniaba se pu anopa pie free fie na wo ko ituma e bibia wo ko pia no pu any passengers are stranded. I'm telling you yembe so omo di omo pe e de bobo no na aye obi beka se so omo cancel a obi a ebinum fo eyampa nipa no ebe foot to the sense say ebi a okọ no ankoduru ho ntema ati pro no a okoye no ebe bo no ana ebe hwere no ana ye bi ni nti ye di we bit na no ma we mo na yi hwe mesire President Mahama ɔmma n'ani nna hɔ wɔ saa adeɛ wei mu because yɛtumi di so ne petrol ɛne deɛ kekakeka ho na driverfoɔ ne ɔmo bɛpɛ ɛho bɛto wɔn about 90% of passengers a yɛyɛ car yɛbɛyɛ stranded every day ɔmo de ɔmo pɛ Nigeria ɔmo pɛ ɔkɔ circle a na ɔkɔ Accra a ɔno bɛgyina akyerɛ baabi a ɔbɛgyina na wagye sɛ sika no obia no atoa so a obia nka ne hwee yɛbɛtena ɔman no wɔ mu na obia de ne pɛ bɛyɛ deɛ ɔpɛ deɛ a yɛgyae ma mpanyinfoɔ na ɛwɔ ɔman no Nyankopɔn hyira abɛdan
amen ɔnhyɛ wo sɛ danse papaapa yɛwɔ berɛ kakra bi wɔ hɔ yɛfrɛ no nso so yɛne abadwafoɔ tena sɛ yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ ahwɛ ɛyɛ energy sector debt no a abɛn a wɔte so yi atua bi nso ɛde afiri hɔ ɛnyɛ the very first time a abɛn bi tena so a wɔretua bi nie but the man making news the consistency in it nti yɛtena sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ na agya yɛde mu nkɔmmɔ kakra so ɛde afiri hɔ yɛbɛhwɛ NPP amanyɔkuo ne wɔn presidential elections mu nsɛnsɛm asɛsɛ yi ɛhyɛ aseɛ ma ne hom ne so ebinom nsɛm keka a wɔn ahyɛ aseɛ keka koraa na duru a point sɛ wɔsi atwerɛ krataa na mpanimfoɔ si nkonya bobo wɔn nsɛm na sɛ ɛbɛyɛ koraa ne ɛpam wɔn firi amanyɔkuo no emu a mpanimfoɔ sɛ yɛmpam wɔn mfa mfiri mu yɛbɛhwɛ kane fotosanfo owura kanofori atan so na yɛne abadwafoɔ adi emu nkɔmmɔ nso so ɛwɔ hɔ the point sɛ ɔda so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ US immigration wɔn detention and then a section of it nso so yɛ sɛ owura Martin pebumi ɛte aseɛ sɛ hwɛ na mo ɔpanin no mo da mo te Ghana ha na mo twɛn ne so wɔbɛba ɔno ne ba yɛ US citizen nti ne ba ne gya ne nkrataa so na ɛfa ama no sɛ ne papa kane fotosanfo kanofori atan so me US citizen nti mo bɛtena ha ada ne nkyiri sie that process no wahyɛ ase a wɔnwie yɛ ɛne sɛ US immigration for ɛsan so ato nsade afɛ ne sɛ was stay beyond ɛyɛ ne bra na ɛwɔ sɛ wɔtena wɔ man no emu nti sansɛm ne nyina bedwafo tra sɛ wadama yɛbɛbɔ nso so ɛde awuram ɛwɔ saa kwan no ɛso na yɛhwɛ sɛ deɛ mu nsɛm ɛsi hello good afternoon okay hello good afternoon and council de share ba wudi we ya fe fi
ebeneze nyame do dia bedu ni sana doctor no we dey kofa bio sakwam despite omo we dey
dido bibie ne ho ya papa
mi fi kuma se bedu anapa ya me happy new year okay FM Nit FM Peace FM UTV abusia ko ni nyel including Hello FM the mamuni ekuma the mamuni yo the mamuni ku enyanka hanko na ka ho say problem o kumasi the same thing na me say ka me nko anka metra IGP said that drop of phone tete passengers for nka almost in zero with coming in from no musia nyansa ko tete no bonni mo yefu de botwe ne ma asa abanso the buses no bi ba enso bus no ye hu kumasi say we free pankoro na obatafoa e be take so many hours me feel kumasi bedru pokua se me ba franco almost more than 1 hour when a master doctor Mahmoud Bomi said that doctor wo ba ka bus need be across the country na me be jombo da income national chairman because UK bus see abu wo ba fa bi ko nkurase na Ghana for ya ho ntoye petrol ba fam and to car ni wo agro for ni CI General Secretary and a woman of the national woman incoming how who see them part mompa na same ku mi da ase awon fe jami show
amen o show so hello good afternoon
good afternoon madam pacho what to say
radio do me ho ye pacho na so
nyame de oyena fam de akawo ni magjerry eni o mampani dia on be aboa me
nyame ti ase
edase mama fisha panso kachema jones se menchia opa na wo bo adwuma midin de Mr. Nokra me kasa free kaswa e bia magjerry nase etutu no container ne to aboba no boom no gate na no ana migina because ashulu wo mtima pie ejina gate na no Obapa
yemena
topic ya dia tudwa na eye topic a eya dia ehu hia magana ni biara ense se ye dia politics but se wo tie ye nua no college MPP for no a omo de omo daniel na ade ne se ya nya the politics a ye ntimi comment entre ya dwene meanwhile my buy a free so eni afi emienu mpo mo
musa say entutu ye be no mo ye de to ho e de ma ye transport e ma ban ye wo ba ye no e be to ye so that watimi asemu kina ade we e wo nye ne e wo ho titi enu ti na ya na ban bia ba o de buses e ba said ye be ya kwani aba no ye benya ye transport no etimi aboa yen ni akwani aba no etimi aye den aye ahojo anase successful e dia ma yen aye no NDC aba di ba ye MPP for mo ba ye no mo ye ni den ko jani nyina gu ho ma no poi etiti pansam ye chenka aye no wo ho a enka ba ye ko tu ni nyina gu ama ka etimi bua passenger for asumu ja ma sei kakra no so na wan wode no mo be fira dwamu no mo twitwa ni nyina tonton ni nyinara ediye ejede na opasa bari ye obi ba ya wose asem panifo ni omani o de opa committee na ha se panifo ni omani mu ana na bi se amra anya dwuma omani mu ana mo kasa asimu se mo ba ne betina so no ye bibi papa bi job transport ministry no akwanya mu ka se mo yiyi ni nyina ka ho bi ana ama ya akwanya ba ya driver for eye sanye ma no akwanya mu yiyi ya mu yiyi ni sai sika mu ni se mu timi yiyi akwanya ye ana mo boy abro na ne yenye susu so banya mu di adwenkyere papa ba ma aban na wo so na wo ye ntutu ya papa no na boy ye nyina no mo de mo ye politics ana wo mi wa so ma ba no na ba ye sanye ma boni wo nyina ma ne yenye susu so boni ye tu adawa fonofo na say na regional minister o me yete chiwom no mo pacho o mo nya be ye na mo ye nyina ye na ye kana fo mo mo nya pese mi nkum nya ye atwom enya ho ya because enya ma ban na wo so nti mo be ye bibia de guaba na nimu afi na wo ba committee so mra ene obe ye djuma obi to aso
eda se papa ne line so de obi di beto aso san se so ya ye hye no say go for magaba we che krabed ye fa kakra bi aka ho why na say the producer kan na ya ba fidie mu ase di nkomo no atwaso eho. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes sir, ba show tin be ya free free.
Unya be no to start any oba won yo be
Eho adom eho ye
mame ba nyamo ahodon nyansa mo sika
amen
favor in Jesus heaven and earth all favor warning
amen
mame amembu asam na ye kan nya gudi o this time your for car passengers no issue your company for the past 5 years mountain coming January this date your for car nya ho obia to train event no dem nyama no kodo but my gina be na said drivers no meet na ase wa for one adin wa committee do me for committee achimota for committee madina for committee to say enu mi be wo sika wo ye boto ode woje baby am for car for city 10 city junkie might no party of fact me kunu plan no minim adwena woni ghetto boys ni na yemia no wo fom na wo bra so woni bi edin kan be so ope nyi wo mate no fo no opa yo nye driver fo no opa nye mate fo no opa obi wo fom wo bo nipa no kra no problem opa kai tension is a first approach of or there for the abre. This is the time and pancho. Mon fadam topic imra. Niefa nyama ngufom. Nien kanchire mpanyifo de. Oman se won wa family ngufom a me maye de mepe. Oman ya ise tabi. Nwanyi wo ya mfa benche wo akira. Oman ntim kodo. Nti dem ngama na ekodo emma sisi anu nipa bebre na bre wo kafo ho ansa na otuma du ba bia wo kọ ya beye den Mami, what the train ni bo? Train. Ami, many kakra, many kakra. Or what the train ni ba? A train. What the train from circle almost to Nsawam. What the train ni ba? Na se bimpa mi kuraka e bimpa mi bodu Nsawam. Meje mi wolole park be meja. Street view ho. Oba check him. Me car am there and me number so and so. Said obi kwacha the mobile phone obi nchen. Na ma fu plane ma fu train no na me da aba circle anande bi akra. Se tebe bi no mo to atom. O ma be necessary. This time se dey baby kura ko baby a mami. Minim baby from your friend saying oh baby a shape house abeka junction ikoku circle. Mami enter plano, mami to the beer, butcher, a fantastic plan on Pancono, butcher 26. And Kodanka what a crana and creaming Catana to me a 76 city. Next third go me cropping yet, maybe. But Yaman and Kodo, Mr. Monfa, the Namimra, na a man to train Koye, a Jamapa, near driver from Crown, into a Fubuye, Moko Fubuye. One of what by you be. Mono no film there but not ahini gunisan not on so good ahini am not on 3 citizens on or time citizen on teaching this one na ko kwese okwisi nese nko no babu e be internet dem na mane kodo.
Okay.
Ghana is a royal country. Ghana is an independent country. Wake up. Let him also wake up. Na yama independent na ye was as a Ghana dress or the in into dress or seven to my papa fra kente in into kente or they
okay mafo from so mra so bi why we near bi agina so ache. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Acha o sans what tie wo ho ntie mo amenu mienu.
Aha.
Okay, good afternoon.
Ma de wo kan menso me driver ni. Ebe se me de kakra so. Okay. Yen ada for enye ye pese e beji lo le fe se ye je dobu. Na mum se ye kwan a enye e wo Ghana ha. Ulo du free ensawam e bakra se aweta ubedi Africa ubedim ana odi aba. What ya tifu so? Ye tifu so no bisa won so say ye ka wonness na omo to cars ne maye. Say ahin no ma tia free. Say ne so dia maye. Ye tifu amo na ka wona otu ni say but ye tifu wan ti so amame. So what ya say at the same time Africa mi bedi me kwan enye. Me di ni na famu aba e di aba kra. Uko one pe want to mean cobium, uko to mean cobium. How many times you make my papa is a mamma town? And long term, make a barco, a mattress, make a toy engine or bosso kind. That time it's on 45 million. And the one can see mu campaign, a couple so can be just oh, Fedja mattress, engine, it's a price at the ball. Almost 9,000. What's the attitude near Maso? And he at this one, and 4,000 I'm a toy and camera for Macacare. But I have double. I'm sorry, I'll be cast a Yatifu word. And you put one driver and Eddie Clemuse, ABI, 2 days more. And I have 2 only 3 more. Yes, so oil. This I want to engine oil, this can be a car. Yataswahi. Yante soda. And now, quarter tie and second hand tie, first wood tie. That matches 3 13 and compared to 1.5. And now could be satire about 3 million.
Okay.
2.5.
Mira, wadama mean chawano so mesra mejiwa no si ye kakra. Also ye driver ni inti wu jina experience ne so na wona ye kasanyesa.
Yes.
Okay. Ene say yes and ye maya wo kan dia wadama mesra me bisa wo. Basis here fire free nkran ekokumase. Efa ye de ekosunya ne brekum doma boga ene ne nkru ahodo a eka ho no. Ene say wo so saa enema amu face the same thing. Ekwan ayenye they are also facing it. Meba me pacho. meba wadama me wadama pacho meba mesra manu nsi omo so face the same challenges se kwan no nye enye obi na eka ye nyina ya experience hu se kwan no enye omo so spare parts ibo the same adequate pango na wo kan enu abi na omo so digu omo shemu nti ade na wo mo de from Enkran to Kumase no wo charge nka se bia wuduru osinu aho na ye load wasie wuduru osinu ya sanse age foforo na emom no omo anyina agree on a particular price no e na omo de ya adwuma na mo trotro for de muntimi nya bia de bia no emra ne hye bonsam a you always rely and hide behind say niema boa ye din e na akwa boso kan say na mo de na de bia da mo gi atwam ne boy
ye Jamaica no wo de say etu ba bia ko VIP ana say ko new prime na ko say someone pass yi ni ho no liar wo ho no udu ho a obia won price a odidi bronya mi na me ko nkoko mi ja meka na me yire na me maye ko no ye free new prime ko nkoko a anka ye di 80 cities 200 cities and also ka ba kan say ka ni ho omo ba ye no udi lie obi timi ba ye protocol ati take it na ayama and to obetimi 200 cities be 1.5 no abeje no car no so lodo dia for and also there e ho ampanifo ne wo no omo hu ho
eno ye once in a blue moon situation enya ade atu amu da bia o etaisi e wo mu ana aba bar mo de enya se wo mu ana aba o se eye norm ene ya ba setena ache e ho ne your problem no mo de enya se bia da kuru bi na aba o se eye situation that is how it is but VIP dia wo kan obi anim se do Christmas a bibi se etumi si obi anim se mkodama kwan na omu bie school a etaisi so eye once in a while be mo de ne de ya de aba setena situation is sanity
na ma asitno the American enye se aba asitno the aba na aba se yenye kwan a enye ma yesu ye ko high no na ma drivers yesu yetimi ye den ejina so a odo ofa onim se me prince won ma bakra me kotu a enka menya me ka wona says ba me ka wona on ti says ni so ma me so what I say enti how come a meya metimi ye den enye me ka wona says no enti sa me lodu malodu me kwa masamai eti do betimi a obetena ase me nchew so ate enti me duro masamai me hu tin krofo a wo ho ne so obre omunya ka enti se semesa aba machi aba beji traffic nu ane me lodu ato aso akomanim so ate eno ne ma driver so mo ka se bia ye lodu ni short enye sa mako bia me ko pokuate me du pokuate ma hu so mo pokuate ne so omo break ahụ enti ese me yeden me kwa wo mo tare wo mo yeden eto asoko me nsansa machi ma because wo mo nyina so ye Ghana fo so ate me sa machi ba me kwa nipa de abakra o but omo ho no so be yeden nya ka to asoko wo manim enti me du wo ne me hye omo gina wo so ebre no ese me so me yeden me kwa wo ko na me nyonko a ono so free nsa wo mo ba no eso fo obi ba ano na ma kase da for a load short ma load me se me poku ase ma du poku ase obi anti me ti ma da na me ho se me bakra so ate ba straight almost wo mu no ene ba ma me so ma ye de ma to ase se me driver ni ba ye hu mo bro te me pa wo mu no me de wo mo to ase enye se driver ni na ji short mo no so ye nipa
okay it has a papa my yefa of friend no dwumadi ni nyina nsia ho na yemfa efa ya aka no so emfa nto aso Ora Roger TD Wells ewo ha okasa ewo NDC amanyoku no edimo emefidie mu ase na yemetoa yenkomo no enso maka chose na bia ye wonsem akomakom yensa enegu ye pono so ye di kan no eye aban asat eye December 2025 now through the finance ministry and energy ministry no 25 sheshe to esika 1.47 billion US dollars and no ye ka na ewo ho say ye energy sector debt. Te yebeka ya when the first time abai bitina akunya so na watua sa eka ewo yahye no ebi. Na mum the consistency in the payment aye se wo man ya eno eboa yen ama enema ye ko ye nim edefa ye nkane na emu hyehye no ene so etwa ede akwakọ wieyie. Enche ye kra yenya empanifo ema wo mo ehya setintim krata ya na wo mo ekasa se eka no mene nti sa aban na anya biribi amfa ho a ene wo mo so be sha asa tintezu kokko de acha Ghana aban mekire eye independent power generators no IPGG won krata ahodo a wode ebebe amontin so ni nyina no say ya Ghana Mampeni Excellency John Dramani Mahama through the finance ministry any energy ministry no county pa mo asase watua sa independent power generators Ghana on sika no ama wo mo no say wo mo so de krata aba beda aban no asase no kwasem sa na mo no aban no watu no eye na tie ye ka ye energy sector ho enkomo no a e ka no ada ho free ministry chekwa no a ye first president Dr. Kwame Nkrumah penso brano na eka ne burugu so na ekọ na eba aban bi ba no wotua bi na eka no burugu so because as at that time no a mampena da Prof Mills twede amponyankopon na da ma ye nka ye ho ya onfa ne kranse yen na wote so se Ghana mampeni na ye wo ene ye current president na ono eye vice president by then to Prof Mills no tabre no ye kan se na ye kra ye hyehyɛ ye ne ye bibia fa ye energy ho no na yakoso bonkane na ne yenim so enkoma hodo hya ase ba se na o my Ghana ye ni nyina hye to aba akomu se BBC awo ye nkane na ho a de na ye beye as at that time so ne nyanya investors say ye local investors and asa impo foreign investors ema wo mo emfa wondwumadie wakade no wonsika emewura asa ye energy sector we san say na ye kra no kwame ahe ye wo ye ho ahe ye energy sector ho no kra no foto no say na dem na nka pese wo bi nani atoso anya resemu enso ade ni sika ni mfidie ne nakade aba bewura mu bi ade amayen enti as at that time no a ene ye current president na wo ye vice president to Prof Mills a wonya ne ba bi ekro no me kai pa be 2015 ho enkomo bi ehyanse e mama mpani enya kwan edi nkomo sa be no vice president ene ye president the first gentleman of our land ono ene World Bank mpani fo kodi nkomo through to me no a na ye then president Prof Mills say one tia said e man no as vice president no and one World Bank mpani fo ekodi enkomo no ahihim de kwa animu kra ma achi nu kra hye eba mu ema World Bank mpani fo ema yesika be say $500 million and no I set it as a guarantee e de ma yen sa guarantee ne ba mu no ene ma investors ne kon be do ye say ye energy sector no ho ye kama omunya de omani kire wo bia eden eye yie nti nkomo no ahihim ede kokko wie se ne sesei no wo se ye bibi ede boa ye ho sa be no ne akiri nkomo bebre 2050 ho American power ho sese bebre ba ye asoman later resolutions so eba echi ewo ho na enumuo no na eye NPP aban so ba ye ka no wo mutua bi so na ebi da so ewo ho nti day and day out no na eye IPPs no de bia wo kasa se wo musika na adwuma wo mu ye wo de sika awuram eduru se wo sa aban tua wo ka na mu sese makwa ye deja and when NDC take over from 2024 general elections no emuo no eno so wo sha ase ekasa ye se wo musika no de wo no edoso empanifo nhwe entua emfama wo mo eno ene se aban aye hyehye ya se eka bia ewo ye energy sector ho no wotua ede afiri ho se si amene wo kasan o hwe krata finance ministry ene ye energy ministry through the government hwe ya wotua sa aka ne de afiri ho na o se si ya de ye neka ewo sa ye energy sector debt no emu se ka foforo bi wo ho a ebeye bosumia ye womi ewudi kono adwuma sa IPPS na ye no afei na bia bosumi we so a aban bede wo muka eno so kra no aban ne se oguso eye hyehye ye se ka bia ma meda ho ne mo bosumi ne so a ne ye ko ye nimu no obehwe na nkrata se ma wiedu ne wotua enso so ede ama sika $1.47 billion no wuchiche mu a menkan hwe kra no eye sa independent eye power generators Ghana ye wo eye car power ship Ghana Co Limited womonso empanifo atua over $120 million Afesen Power Generation Co Limited womonso empanifo atua over $59 million and ama womo Twin City Energy Amadi womonso matua over $37 million and ama womo Early Power Limited enso so esika ye over $42 million and a BXC Company Limited so $10 million Manage Technology so over $8 million and Sonu Asogli Ghana Limited over 54 million US dollars. AXA Energy Limited and so over 30 million US dollars. And so omoye mako be se enkono ena na aban no ede wo mo eka ya ni nyina no aban na tua ede ama wo mo ye wo Senate Energy Limited omo so esika na over 30 million US dollars and so aban no ahwe etua ama wo mo woka sa IPPS wo mo ka ni nyina ede bom eni sika to say aban no atua ama wo mo a be 392.810 million US dollars. When is sika aban na tua enso so ewo ho. Enti die aban no ya wone World Bank edi nkomo ma wonya 500 million US dollars no a eno no be as a guarantee a boost to investor confidence na ma na yenya wo mu bia mabo ondin edi a che wo mu nyina ba be wura mu eno aban no bo no ho modin e ma sa sika 500 million US dollars na wasanso nya ne back edi ma World Bank empany for ena o ma yenya ne ntie se won krata asemu no say o my Ghana yenso so ye wo sika kakra eda yachi be say 8 billion US dollars and no na investors ni gina so hunu say ampa yankasa no a yesi ehiam wa no kakra da wona kire say ye ho eso ya kwankura hye wom ntie ma wo mu nyina so nya kwan a omo edi wani edi akira say ye wo investors akodo under ye energy sector no eso so emu na sa enkomo yi na awiei mibisa say ekoba ne sa no a yeah, the ordinary Ghanaians no sika ya ban yetu yen ede na eka ede kire yen afen so no enfa so ewo mu de ma yen the ordinary Ghanaians no ene sen we no eba be ma na anu ye yi enkoma eba ye se enkanea ebo ya tum we no yetu ya ede afiri ho no ebede sakraye bi beba e wo san asem ne mu ana and then my last big question here say why now and a payment no so aba ebedi emu nkomo e wa hasen ye hwe ani mu se owura Ibrahim Kamaldeen NPP amanyoko no afam oba be kan ho ba se se ade mewo owura Roger TD Wells from the side of the NDC amanyoko nem so e wa ha. Happy New Year.
Many happy returns when you
ye ho ye baby afre
oh baby am free de boko ye hwe de ekoso o man Ghana mu na ye hwe bronya ye de atwemu na ye hwe 1 year of His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, the 1 year in governance. Make us a Ghana moon in atoye because the hope that was once lost has been restored. The dignity and integrity of the Ghanaian economy, which was in a ditch, has been restored. Amende yeti you can say investors cry who say Ghana a right place to come and invest. Tourists for who say Ghana a nice place to come and visit. When we talk about businesses to the environment and economic conditions economic indicators am favorable and friendly to the business community. Nancy and many will be a casano say some few years ago nanka or toka na say ohia $100,000 yakoye payment na ohia in Ghana cedis about 1.7 million, but and it just needs about 1 million coins now when that amount of money. So you can see the drastic transformation in the economy. What I say, into a serious thing. Into the president has worked, and the evidence is clear.
Bronya
no, and me per se we are.
But who per se?
No. I represent the people, and we work for the people.
People.
As a matter of fact, one democracy na yeti asieno. It's the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So as a matter of fact, we cannot talk about celebrating Christmas if the people have not celebrated. Yeni no, yenidi ye papa no mwenye den, endidi ye. It was ankola na meno automatically. You the father, you are fulfilled. It's Ghana for the Christmas ne dia medi. Christmas no. What you say? Now, first time in the last 8 years. I bet me this 65 cedis ato emo 5 kilo. And Akufo-Addo, emo 5 kilo koya mane bi nam 350 cedis. Emo 5 kilo pe. 5 kilo. Ekoswama ne nam 355 cedis.
Emo be no.
I don't want to do free advertisement.
Okay.
I say, but the cheapest you could get and nam around 180 something. And you can attest to the reality, the facts. The evidence are clear. one bag of rice under Akufo-Addo ekoya 2000, 1001, 1000, 2005. Me na rice bi kura anu basmati, me turn 2000. What you say? But and that me no ka say the prices now na enenam 2000 side no now. E bi mo ba 2900 cedis. Anwa na ye bo fruit ye nuanum ya omotombo fruit e wo traffic mu omoto angwa gallon yellow gallon e de chi no na angwa na ye 1002 and then me no ka say Christmas me na baby na me hu dongo me 550 and the crampo no e retail uko wholesaler imagine 450. This is an unprecedented reduction of price. However, don't forget, say, when we were campaigning, they say Ghana for voting money so that we will come and restore the economy. Yanka say prices be reverse. Because yenim say prices issues in this country is like age. It never goes down. Inti yeti ha ye kasai MP before kra omu adwiri omu ekwan ye fa so a yetumi manage economy. Inti na ato omu atase o say atasa. Say omu wa na omu say iska na mudia wo dollar no e ma dollar na ejina. Obi so say ye na ye. Obi say ye fake machinations. Obi say drawing board na eba na abetro dollar rate no atoto so. But as it stands now, even in the black market, the abochi price of the dollar has not gone beyond 12 cedi. Even the black market, it has not gone beyond. Into this show said there is a government that thinks about the people, the lovely people of Ghana. There's a government making sure say the interests of the people are at the center of its decisions. There's a government or say whatever economic activity I undertake, it has to have a trickle down effect. Affect life and living standard. Under Akufo-Addo, United Nations report MIA said the poverty gap in Ghana has widened. And on about me person or say the gap. All he wants is the gap. The MPP wanted to deprive Ghanaians, the lovely people of Ghana. MPP wanted to deprive them a level of livelihood. But see, under the NPP, now confound the answer no matter. Minyan chiaye. I was saying, I mean, wait, once I will be saying Christmas as them. Now, say Christmas, no, Ghana for them.
I only made a statement.
And I make a brilliant no was Ghana for no say. Memfa Queen so and die His Excellency the President. So what I say?
Because the introduction can never.
Yeah, midway castle no. Enyuma yedidi bronya. And enyuma yedidi bronya 2 years past 2025 bronya no. 2024 bronya no. Na esan say engofo ehun say abanfo for aba ebe restore confidence no intine ebi mu pie kakra ebe spending kakra. What I say? Kakra o mo save for the past 8 years. Na nka entumi nto hwe kra no mutumi de betwa mo kakra. Eating for hope and survival.
That's 2024.
2024 Christmas no. But 2025 no. Who the way na ekrom kra choki. The way Christmas trees, flowers, knockout. Ni adie ni market women. Me see the first time in 9 years Makwala fire service for was say artificial rain so that people would have would be able to have that freshness and then sustain the hydration level in here. Me say enyuma Ghana for edidi bronya ye ahaye do baby ahaye. Now seriously na abrochi for no free Ghana for madam fu biu abrochi o say friend nimpa be 5 e wo Ghana o free back wo Eastern region o free back wo Ashanti region o free back wo Central region o say back krapo de oni Akufo-Addo krom o mo hie wo na o peke call no enyum ne ye loud no say when fa no mo bo enyum no say Akufo-Addo fie ho
e down so
me ka kire o say Akufo-Addo fie ho no mo bo enyum no na enyum no onim ni sound na ye ahaye no be sound say den na e call so o mo ye party o say Christmas no and o mo say this year Christmas ne de ayeda my baby
drink no
me na me ka kire I said this way no boom Christmas no ye cream de la crème o say etimi won nantwie na de da car so na binu me see this year if you motorbike crash ya nantwie e wo enough
Roger that's papa
na nyumba kwa me be twete anyum na ba ko bia ye kai in the 8 years of Akufo-Addo Obi Nkase 24th Kowukurum. Why we shall we live in any obra uwomi ube topoting bag na wo de wo nyamegum ube kwe krase na wo kodi bronyo.
Etifo ne din de Roger TD Wills so we gina mo kasa ewo NVC amanyeko no edi mo medin na ama ano tufo metina mo edi amama me biama kwafo yetwe husima ye ba ye bedi nkomo ahwe energy sector sikano a aban atuasa ekano edi every ho. The big question is that what does this energy debt payment mean to the ordinary Ghanaian? I mean, Sansu Bisa Roger say ono na the party wa bemo. Does this affect electricity bills and one na? And I say ye bre aircon anymore no. And to so be to me abana. A jabemo penifo nedim convert me bibi swatcher yen na ye near TFO you so eti ewo. Yen shan common as a craft near Babesha Sinti Kosom of feeding in the Hassan. Neat FM 100.9 way, a member into your tray. I won't tell your best answer basis here.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afi bia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu wo hye kura dia ka ho. Wo hwe dia wapi ho. O ka sa batete. Eda fom won. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on yenum. Ye bishop free gymnum no snack. Ye nya ho no ye de serve womo. Ye did really a pebibia bogu ya dia soa. This way chocolate drink in yenum. And this one what's ya no ha se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Neat FM Neo. Utie oha extra punk no. Neat FM.
matu. Amaka onyangotu. Amaka wanyangwatu mo. Amaka minyamatu. Amaka onyangotu. Amaka wanyangwatu mo. Amaka wanyangwatu mo. Buli na chacha ikachimo wogwe waka wabanya. Kaya jenje sani mwababa. Kaya jenje sani mwababa. Kaya jenje sama wababa. Kaya danjino. Kaya wanje sani mwababa. Ni mwababa. Kaya jenje sani mwababa. Kaya jenje sama wababa. Wachuchu wajuni. Kaya jenje sani mwababa.
Live on Meet FM 100.9 ya chance na wie me menti ye di omai Ghana mu enkomo Ora Roger TD will say wa hasen Roger ye twa wunia Amaldin nti ye hye nkomo no ase ewo ho me komedi kan bisa wo se ye twa ye ho ba ye bisa se ye kaya no eda ho a wampani adama watua e de afiri of which we know say the first time. But the money news say you need when the consistency in it. Then you be ya woman no. Then you know ebe he han. So say a dear be a ye e wo man no emu any we are seeing no. And can ye di mu akotene. It is 1 to 2 can ya some ye say wo man ya na e ha twen papa. And it na ma ye nyina ye ni agye ho a. E hu say okay there is a consistency be in something. Ya sa de no. E ho ba mfa so e de ma ye nyina. Maybe say ya ye to de afiri ho yi. What does this mean to the ordinary Ghanaian? Metifo etie me woman share live on Facebook and me amete hey.
Okay. Miniaba medase. Before me share sen ma me fa kwenya nchia His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. Na minchia na bridge Professor Jenana Opoku Agyeman.
Okay.
Na minchia all government appointees, Council of State, Council of Elders ni omuni na tutu na minchia Honorable Cletus Avoka a Ofiapa East. Na minchia ye party chairman minchia obibia na minchia CEOs na tutu ye grassroots delegates more the various constituencies omo bo adwumaden ma party no den fa ne ntuma pa efraye na me encourage obi a onya benefit from his hard work and as her hard work they say omonto omobo bibia ebeda na kwemu na we will make sure say every single individual is attended to. Na minu aba eka na achichiri anase eda aban ekomu ewo energy sector no aban etua no asemde na ewo mfaso bebre ema omai Ghana na before ameka ehun faso no asem no ma yenhwe anamo na NDC aban etu ato ho se odebe kebe sa energy sector deputy ansana yefi abemu 2016 obeji atum se around 2014-2015 His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama constituted a team omo research into the energy sector. Now omo coming up with the fact say the way our energy sector depth no no there was the importance and I said the need say yebe jiji intobua bi yede be settle sa energy sector no ena ye edi bibia ye frɛ no esla energy sector recovery levy edi bae na yesterday say ye jiji energy sector recovery levy no anche fofie anto ata ena ye efi abemu before ye jiji sa no na dia Mary aba to curb a power crisis na MPP for no abon modern attack amnemi doom so to make the government look like a demon in the eyes of Ghanaians. Na yasaso aye atuabo. Na ye the massive infrastructure and transformational development and initiative e the aba energy sector no. Ana ye hope say energy sector recovery levy na a special purpose vehicle no within some few years na ka ebetumi dia offset sa debt no ema Ghana for ehun ayeden atomo ama yetumi enyanyam krane a nsem no and I say nyamkaina man ejina so for Ghanaian businessmen and domestic use. Na yefi aben mu no sika na energy sector recovery levy ayede bae no yagigi ato ho no eye MPP fo omo sesa sasika no ediko podwe oma no so echedi ye ensi wa before mu fi aben mu no na omo di akoye collateral asa podi loan a ende amini wo yeti hei MPP fo ni aben mu so de na so yetua energy sector recovery levy hu loan a omo di akoye collateral makoji achedi a omo di akoye collateral up to 2032 35 sorry.
And what loan was that?
Energy sector recovery levy no omo di collateral ekoji hu loan.
And I'm asking specifically what loan on the kwaje?
10 billion cedis loan, 10.5 billion from 2017. Yeah, 10.5 billion. Yeah.
Meant for
that
what?
Is they said say omo ehiaska to support the energy sector. In order say fangoni ehun in the same no, instead of they thinking out of the box and coming up with initiatives about protecting the energy sector no, they rather resorted to going for a loan. Omudi loan ni buy no. And so Ghana issue so almost also chair edi sasika no.
So hold on. As at the time I to about year.
Yeah.
The 2016 January election.
Yeah.
Yes, so Mampenda de Kufado in.
Yeah.
2017 January 7th.
Yeah.
And Sheshaya one more year. I say the energy sector recovery levy no. O say Sabreno. Now his excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC administration airco. Yeah. Now Omo Jessica was our fund ne efutuano emuno. Yeah. Now what the figure of that amount in it?
That amount was over 10. That amount was over 10 million Ghana cedis.
Over 10 million
Ghana cedis.
And I was saying
10 billion Ghana cedis, approximately 10 billion Ghana cedis.
10 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Specifically 10 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Okay. Sika na demo na 10 billion Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
And I was saying Mampeni Dada Akufo-Addo, the then president, was say Omoka say energy sector recovery levy no now NDC airco at that time na sika 10 billion Ghana cedis edemuno. They sort say problems be a war energy sector no wa eni say ye be ye ho atwuma.
They Omama sort say tie yen NDC and ye hu say the energy sector was having crisis. Only Nkrumah see Akosombo no. Akosombo had its capacity. And Obianim say as humanity grows, population increases, there would be the need to improve on infrastructural projects to go alongside or to complement the population increase. But Sanyamano, Sanyamano, and your population, and I say housing out nama the capacity of Akosombo. So there was the need for independent power producers to come in, or there was the need for government to expand his capacity, production capacity. Into no omopa in that way no. Now video to me and pay for their services. And I started say nyamkana crisis ni inyama here and there. But what do we have to do? As a government, we have to give solutions, not give complaints. And now NDC for yes say in order to fight and curb this situation, after Yedi Ameri Abano, so may produce power no, of which they fought it. Ye introduce the ESLA, Energy Sector Recovery Levy. Ye introduce ESLA no, omo di propaganda, edi jandam. Ye jiji ESLA no, ye to me anya akwenya entna abemu anfa ESLA no, anya the purpose for which ana ye jiji sa sika no. Ena omo che ESLA ska no edi ye. Omo che ESLA ska di ye ensi wa, omo so man solve energy sector. You know, crisis no. Because sa ESLA no, ye introduce it in the shortest possible time. Approximately within 4 years no. Now can you say to me a solve that situation no, then cancel ESLA because it was a special purpose vehicle. What you say? Now, oman cancel no be extend here no. Almost send the ESLA no ekosi awowa. EDG $1.8 billion. $1.8 billion loan. Sisi ayeti hey. Ye tia sa loan no sa up to 2032 35. ye tua sa loan up to 2035 into Ghana ni bi o tie ye no or the ka ewo MPP for signature say up to 2035 into ende se kofu su kan ni a ehun boebo. All these things are factors and reason why o man before bin mu bedi o man Ghana so a omodi problem ene nyama abeto Ghana for so into no se ne yesu se light boy ye den omo no my side no makoji sika bi a energy sector no etua hoka
and then na me be say hold on pacho wo say nkoma ye die ye ne atiefo nyina na edi nkomo no wo mu nya kwan emma ahoma no so bio nti ne sembi wo hwa ye bisa obi ti fie o ka say asem nti ubisa sa na agya no ye ne ba ye nyina ye sua bibi de afiri mu and na me be say wo say NDC administration lose power in 2016 Emma Akufo-Addo together with the NPP administration taking over January 7th, 2017, no? What's the energy sector recovery levy? No, sika na edemu amuja wakoye was 10 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes.
And I will say 10 billion and also no mujina edekwaji loan. I want an person was established.
Omo this can area no. Once the energy sector ni recovery levy no, eye to and answer na kan wotwi mu. Eye to a ye jeje. Nti no mo de to no din no akoye okosi awowa. Say ye jeje to nti no my bosia na ye bankoye ye nyam nsam ye na ye koye ni ye a ye jeje to na ma ye mbre up to 2035 ye betua.
Okay.
Nti what you say? It is car ewo hod mo no energy sector recovery levy nankasa e generate no omodie no ana ma san ko bobosia asan be den partial.
Okay.
And as I say to it no that is the line may draw it mo asoso a mo anya hwi wo energy sector mo for 1 cup of project kra anka ho obisa mega yo say solar but at the end of the day no they ban this significant no mo dey can energy sector ne ho now fast forward omo yes anyama we ka beda ho nyina no His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama eba into government. Ena yebe hu say omo mishandle and mismanage the energy sector. They can attack say ye ko to aba on January 7th no. Police stations be all mo ye connect a torchlight. You can attest to it because not doom so e wo ho ansa na ye ba mu. MP before Ebe my doom so because they were not able to add 1 cap of capacity to the energy sector. Now, ekai na eda hoy na IPPC day in day out. Threaten say almost shut it down. Day in day out. Almost say almost operate bie na ekwe gionsi almost aban di almost ka aban ye say all because the NPPX administration did not pay them or do anything in the right direction to make sure say this IPP stay in operation or continue producing to support Ghanaian business people and domestic consumption. Now, His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama and Honorable Jinapo, the Finance Minister, and who say electricity one major contributor to a very resilient economy.
You have 1 minute.
Intino about the money and making sure say the payment is made just as he assured say Obema Omo Enya. Now me mau break down. In 2025 alone, government no pay 393 million cedis in the legacy IPP debt. Now look at the details here. Kapawa Ship Ghana Company Limited, enya $120 million. Sun Power Generation Company Limited, enya 59,444,180. That's $59 million. Twin City Energy, Amandi, enya $37.9 million. Early Power, eso enya $42 million. BXC Company, enya $10 million. Many Energy or Mean Energy Technology, enya $8.8 million. Sunon Asogli, Sonon Asogli Ghana Limited, enya $54 million. AXA Energy, enya $30 million. Senate Energy, enya $30 million. Into the total here, $392 million. That was in early 2025. Now, Ministry. Okay, Ministry of Finance, Amayati Asiase, approximately no ometua $1.470 billion. $1.470 billion. Ama energy sector no na debt no I cleared.
Okay,
now as it stands now, e ka bia ni ho dia ebia omo ye no currently e na eye bibia e wo say ye den ye tuaka ya the current services omo running. It's by the time
about now subio.
Okay.
Mama Oran Ibrahim Kamaldeen from the side of MPP so Akwaba. Kamal. Good afternoon. Minimara. San kasabio na minti. Okay. Mente wonka ye die. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Hello. Yeah. Okay, sister.
Piao, they say dear, yeah. Chan can no.
That's fine.
Yeah, me name tie phone say you better wonka. The kwanso boko.
Oh, boko.
I try watch a kakra.
Won fan chame.
You walk over.
Major super.
Okay, where they're bringing into quickly in the next 10 minutes. Say you will stima dumienu abo e dia panel miensa. So the next 10 minutes, mama found e wo energy sector debt payment no aben you to say aye.
Yeah. First and foremost, say that me can me share my constituents for Amasama constituency for any TF1 now share for na among for mo share live on stream or various social media handles. Now, energy sector levy. Me bandana meet you. No one can say this is not the first time I buy iodine. Etia energy sector levy. The purpose of energy sector levy, eslana yedibayano, was to make sure say your benya revenue to make sure say ye tia the energy and service providers, and so that your nation and plunge into difficulties when it comes to your energy sector. And to say so, it was started by the then NDC government of John Mama 1, I think, yeah. But you see, this is not the first time government it just ask away. But any news. So the question is, why now? What is so topical about, say, what year $1.4 billion to energy service provider? What is the news about? Yet obienti more the media houses maintain this more running as the way we are running this one. It simply tells you, say, the government is just thinking, say, yeah, that's what campaign mood. Now, this is the budget. I see resetting the economy for the Ghana we want. Our budget near. We share 95. Page 95. I say, Mr. Speaker, in 2024, the Ministry of Finance supported the energy sector with the payment of about $1.5 billion US, equivalent to 20.8 billion Ghana cedis, as shown in the table 14. These resources could have been used for development programs like roads, schools, and hospitals if the sector inefficiencies were resolved. Other way, government upon government will continue 8 years. The budget itself recognizes idea way Eric.
Which is?
I say, Mr. Speaker, the increasing energy sector financing shortfalls in recent times is posing significant risks to the country's finances. The increasing shortfall is due to mainly somewhat more pop pageantry, more share the sources, no so an idea more can or see large collection inefficiencies. Back no. So what you way no, still the gap is there. You've not covered that gap. So you bet na enna ye tia enna MPP are buying na yes MPP are buying to you because a continuum governance a continuum. 2, or see high distribution system losses. No. 3. High generation costs due to lack of competition and limited renewable capacity in the generation mix. Nyama mi bubo nyina. If I finish, tell me which one you've solved. Aside say motia, there's energy sector levy. No. 4. Non-cost reflective tariffs. Non-cost reflective tariff. 5. Non-adherence to the guidelines of the cash waterfall mechanism. 6. Large energy sector inefficiencies. And then 7. Provision of subsidies to some private sector operators. In the government, next year by now we'll come back to this. The government will have to still go and look for money and come and pay the energy sector. Ordinarily, no, yes.
Why must we sit down and then come back to this same situation?
When you reduce the whole thing to propaganda, no, this is what you achieve. This is what you achieve. Instead of addressing issues now, MIA faces a challenge, you know. The only thing they did, they have to announce it so that their supporters will feel like Omo is something novel. This is nothing novel. In your own budget, you acknowledge that the Akufo-Addo government paid it. Now, Usha, your friend, is saying, this is 2020 annual report on the management of the energy sector levies and accounts issued by Ministry of Finance, 9th June 2021. Now, as part of the reforms, ESLA PLC was established as a special purpose vehicle to issue long-term bonds backed by ESLA receivables to solve energy sector debts of almost 10 billion. What the heck? And I say, I collateralize it. Got your friend saying to the tune of 10 billion. The whole amount to crown 10 billion. From Taman and now to edge year from 2017. And so who sit here and now who spinny figures. Maybe in a meeting. Or say a echo 5 kilos echo as high as 350. One beside his own boy, he had a loophole by saying some person will be advertising. A mobile do 350, 5 kg. 5 kg a mobile. Stop it. You are a fan of issuing false statements, Jai. You should rise above that. And I rise it to 350 kg. You have no idea. I have no idea because me too. Please, you let me continue. Over the last 4 years, ESLA PLC successfully refinanced debt in excess of 8 billion under the program. A cumulative amount of 5 billion cedis transferred to ESLA PLC from the levies realized was utilized partly to meet the required coupons payments to bondholders. This was under ASA 2020. Me more chronology. So that Ubeti has said the payment of Mabe and then nothing new. Oh. And then nothing new. So how this thing has become news crown and the former finance minister, Anta Ekayeno. What is so the news about this? I don't even get the fuss about the whole thing. Say, what could your energy sector living? Yankasa government and you will have to pay, because if you don't pay it, some of the things you enumerated in the last budget will still recur. And the nation will be plunged into doom. So
I even remember from 2017 when Mampeni Akufo-Addo yes, when Ina was starting Naswafon, the first energy sector minister was Onimonyam for Boache Chairman Tinejako. I remember, sir, and she said, who do be a woody a moon como right after that, and was saying the answer was there. But I realized that some of the independent power generators in the view of one musikano annuading, or more charges now, or more deban annuading. And so there's going to be a review. Then a bear, one more, you knew a more Ebayan Crata, some music, any job, one more quayo. Say a new mobile share for so that at least we can rebargain and then see as a nation no subeti miati and so ediama. And I think say one of these days no Ora Chamantin Ejakon Kamenya no what me ama yamu say Sanya men na ye part of the wo can say day in and day out e ma ye sika no ye ka no ekosoro because what we say independent power producers ni bi wo ha omo sika na omo charge na wotena se na wo se adwuma na omo ye na it's outrageous and still we are maintaining them.
I said the bottom line is Yankasano as government we've not made enough investment into the energy sector and the demand outweighing your government which may have provided. So you I was on rely on the private sector and anything as a soglini kapa on this and then former president John Mama take or pay because at the moment now year elections in 2016 no who say the survival means was to go and do take or pay and no so e ka ho na e ma your energy sector levy no e much worse. This is the agreement you went and signed.
But yes I review under when yetimi nya World Bank sika ne ma wo mu wie na yenya investment kakra be 8 billion de to eche sata na nke yentimi nyo ene o monka because ene ni bi ene o mo de saade ene hye yenkon ene o mo invest a yenya kakra na ade na so ma ye ni ama ye ho so that we go back to the table and then do renegotiation na aboye.
You see, one of the things me, this is not my sector. I'm speaking from a viewer. Like I said, my understanding even I want to explain it in a way it's here for OTM or your local person or bet me.
No, I'm raising a general concern. So maybe I will be no idea. Probably we think
you see, mostly IMF comes in, especially to say former President Mama Koye, policy credibility.
Yeah.
So guarantee no or more the guarantees. And yes, sir, what's the name? Foreign investors will withdraw their investment because or the Nibibia Ebesha system no, the African system no kramu ni sa GDA no. So they need that guarantee. And it's that sometimes we say some of the people kramu be more loan. Omuka say they need sovereign guarantees ni sa nyama. So if IMF comes in no, and must policy credibility no. So okay, I do me the misika kwa shema and shit. And yes, an investor no omba. An investor no so amba. This nation will be planned in domso, whether we like it or not. And it's one of the things that even they know that they are almost heading there. Because I do IPPs no, omu withdraw services look, so one monitor for some time in some of the areas in Accra, they are experiencing slight doomso. I don't know if your area unyebia. Na say I'm too quite enough. Some of the areas etimiko 12 hours. Na embai. So it tells you President Nankasa starting who signal. And I know say the second term on pese ye di doomso be associating. Enti baby bia obefa bia obenya sika no. E was on kofa no on because there are people who talk as if the president, this is the first term. Ukasa, the Gen Zs will understand because this is their first encounter. The first encounter, counter President John Mahama. The energy sector, Metimaka said 2060, they are money lose 70 or 80%. Because of the energy sector. And see, me, I don't see what is news about this, that you've continued near MPP about air. Now, I say, yam pressing one answer saying, say, abide then, Muntia. But the finality is that Mamun fire and call doom so. Because when you know, I say, we are prepare your mind so that subsequently, doom so on SRT. But who the problem, energy sector problem, who attribute to the previous administration? When it is positive there, within 12 months there, young family na Muna say they run the economy. But when it is negative there, say experience where, experience there, young from MPP. MPP is no more in power. You are in your second year. Take MPP out of your mouth and rule the country. Sit up and govern.
But I say, Ibrahim Kamaldeen, NPP Amanyo Konimo, and open Kasa Eddie Every. Roger.
Yes.
Kakra or energy now, the best also na say cooking for your
energy, dear no, I could jandambi. Atum from men, wow, himself, jandamism. The word jandamism.
What does that mean?
The act of telling lie or doing propaganda to make certain, because already budget, provision and as a clause and a part of the budget no fire. Or say there are some loopholes a buying and taking any measures. Answer of it, but they are yet to bet now no more which is not true.
It's not true. I said, say these are the things I'm here to ask. Continuously energy sector levy. Yanso anua. It will continue. Government upon government. No, I won't let you.
Chairman, then you are speaking. Listen to yourself.
No, it's so not here.
My brother.
No, your host.
I beg you, let me talk. Let me talk. I beg you. When's your turn?
No, but when you are skewing my information, I won't allow you.
Okay, talk.
Continue. So, who me skewing my correct to Kotwaso?
I say, and Yamabi will say, yeah. Nedi transformation in Bassa sector, no. But ye, and I, ye, baby, ye, by ye, kika, say, ye, tia, into your mumboso, and Omumbonji, so.
Roger, what is it you want to do another?
What I'm saying is, apart from the payment of the debt, Jane, you already announced to say we are going to build a new gas plant so that the amount of gas Ye take it from our sister countries, no? Because the amount of money we are paying is a pressure on the Ghanaian economy. This is something they were not able to do, and a mindset they were not able to even conceive.
But do you agree there's a difference between announcing and doing?
But we have already commenced it. We have already started it. It's because you say.
Hold on, Roger.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Inti per the Kamala D. Kayano.
Yeah.
Or say, and near my way, and they had the causes of the issue. Until say,
Mr. I'll bet you have voice. Now come here, not gonna put here. But me have voice.
Can me read it from the word?
Hold on.
My brother.
When
you were speaking.
Please, my member in. Until say, yes, sir, and near man and free wa. We always come back. Before
he made that argument, he read.
Me back. I remember even coming in, and I make her say, "Inti Ediana na see a coin as of mine." Answer near me because you none at the okay can ever see it has been there. I him say a course. Then I see a coin as of mine. As at the time I make him move, drop your hand, please. Drop your hand, please.
Okay.
Hold on, drop your hand.
Continue.
Drop your hand. Even specifically down hand, drop it.
Oh,
at the end they see
what's wrong with me raising my hand?
At the end they see young coin as on mine. That was what I make when I made by me because then they see a coin as on mine. Yen na ye who say your fee yes na your fee no a clear indication say ye yem and a kika yen. Na yen pe anu true. Since ye beka say what they me when you can to mention ye bedu se me oni kan to me bedu se. Then he's also saying say so person quoting the dia then quote him verbatim.
No, it's not about quoting. He made mention and he said categorically clear, emphasizing say we are Cheska and they are loud about it. But the problem is I will say you see one no, you see one, and I want to correct him. And I'm telling him say we are not just doing payment, but this government is a thinking government. This government is a government that is on top of his game. This government is a government that thinks out of the box, something they cannot do. Are you getting me? Think out of the box and look for long-term standing solutions. In the sense, even when we realize the crisis in the energy sector, we thought out of the box and brought the energy sector recovery levy. As it stands now, apart from the fact, you making this payment, no, you making sure, issues concerning the payment of your friend is saying receiving or collection of these tariffs and revenues, no, all the loopholes will be seized. You take it that steps. You pass it a bill. Maybe mami read him out. I say a minute.
Your trail.
Yeah, me
100.9.
Okay, so Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act 2025. See, what is here? It says Parliament passed an amendment to the Energy Sector Recovery Act to raise additional revenue for covering shortfalls, reducing legacy debt, and stabilizing power supply. And no man in 1 Ghana way. Your friend is saying something 1 Ghana. And a strategic decision and an initiative to keep the situation. And then Saya introduces our way no and then yet me Saske if you. Now let's not end there.
Also the $470 million is from.
It contributed to it. It contributed to it. We are running an economy. It contributed to it, and the lovely people of Ghana know that. My brother, keep quiet and let me talk. If you have a question, write it on the paper. When it's your turn, my brother, I've told you. Say me read it. Me points. I may develop it. Over trans on Okasa, and what was your source?
1 Ghana CD fuel levy. No.
1 Ghana CD fuel levy. No. What was the purpose of it? And I've just quoted to you the Energy Sector Levy Amendment Act.
Are you
listening? And you're asking me my source.
You're not fighting. Roger, calm down.
No,
relax. No, calm down. Relax.
What is the source of an act?
Relax.
An act of parliament. And you are asking me the source of an act of parliament on radio. Like seriously, I've just told you. Say Energy Sector Levies Amendment Act 2025, and you're asking me my source. Now I generate acts. No, the act itself is an authority. The act, this is a legal document, so it's an authority. It don't be time say what is my source. What you say? Say MPP for near jandam. My kill jandam no. MPP for omoye jandam bebre my kill Why?
Roger Mbisa was na me per confirmation.
Okay.
Now I say 1.47 million US dollars no aban we to ya no.
Yes.
Onya sikano free. The one Ghana city full levy nimo.
And it contributed. And also contributive.
Okay.
It's a contributory factor.
Okay.
Are you getting me? The purpose in here by no omo Ghana phone in ati here. Say we have crisis. We need to pay off these debts. Into no yes our contribution. This shows say government no or the OSEI yo enye we mu mbeka kire say omo gi levy a problem in na be solve. Ade chi no mo go twa cake omo wi o ma tis Canada. No ma so dwane akwa IMF. We are not that kind of government. The people of Ghana want a government that is accountable. And we as an NDC, we as a government will be accountable to them today, we will be accountable to them tomorrow, and we will be accountable to the people forever. That is what governance is about. And that is what I'm talking about. So if you want any source, go back to the document and read. Now, you improving the financial viability of utilities. 1. 2. You are strengthening payment disciplines across the value chain. The best supporting debt restructuring and reconciliation. Yeah, those exercises. Into no say there are loopholes. We are not sitting aloof. Yenfa yensa and say yensantem and bet na the ministries, the various agencies.
And say dem reform.
Yeah, dem reform. Say me twin nye. Mefa yensa and say dem reform and bet na hon mo sitting aloof. And watching as if says Sebio, 2 football teams and a general pitch and a Yeshebi. We are not sleeping on the job. His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama does not go to events like UN, IMF, or anywhere to go and sleep. Are you getting me? The MPP, they think we are going to toe their line. See, as it stands now, they are amazed, they are mesmerized with the kind of governance we are giving the lovely people of Ghana. This is a government of accountability. They can't do that. They cannot. So if we are governing now, they should keep quiet, rather take their pen and paper and write down, make notes, go and learn. And then come again to the lovely people of Ghana and tell them, say, yes, it's here, no. Most you are now, say, my presidency and my MP scrap, more assemblymen.
Okay. Roger, we say on your side, the energy sector, no, my mama, a year come out in, and so Emremo. Still on the energy sector.
Oh,
why would you talk like that?
Only I said, my brother, minimum.
Our programs, so let's take listeners.
But when you Roger, taking them serious? When you were seriously, I mean, or interjecting,
it's a huge media house.
Roger,
but who are you in the market?
Roger,
yeah, when you were coming here.
Okay, come on in. He's off. I'm in charge. Yankasa.
Yeah, your canon is much ado about nothing. Me reading your finance minister, account or budget. And that is, you almost say Parliament is a house of records. Okokan or Parliament. And then you will bet naha ekikano. And senior Muki Kaya.
Come on in.
Oh, no,
yeah.
Said near Miki Kaya. No. Nyama Ubu Boss, no. Say a dear Masovia. And this time around, you be whom and more you want. Says you are still campaigning, even in power. By this time, more catches and Nyama way and I also swano. You see, there was a young one say government a pompiska into ECG and the like. Your pompi we are they are unable to say ombekwa G scano back. Omuton and your nyama ahwadin rights and kania no they are not able to get the same amount of money now aqua bontinu. So for instance, say VRA SLA power to them. No more onward or more distributed to consumers. Maybe it is around $100 million. Revenue on Beji because any name say ebi musu ye illegal connection this anyama. And the generational losses because obsolete
agencies so aside that waste power and can when illegal connections.
Oh, me see ebi. And obsolete equipment use and also eka ho. And the government agency say government na kasa ntua sika no phone them. So bet you cry after a year no government akotua. Okay, there was a time no mo see some of the ministries and departments cry. Oh, what's this? Relax.
Roger.
you have been rowdy on this program. Just relax. Jai.
Why? Huh? You're surprising me today. Is this what we bring in 2026? Like seriously this way?
Who government catch me opposition we have vote for
Come on,
please.
You're making progress.
Who can say almost say some of the government departments you know, for prepaid.
Even under Boacheja, I could not suggest to say you're more solar energy or something.
Solar, I will agree with solar. But all the prepaid government releases of funds, bureaucracies. I bet you, and then some ebimudasu use postpaid, and government use the car on them. And these are people also need monies to run the businesses or to run the institution ECG. Aside that, Public Accounts Committee of this year, I think there's a few months ago. Share ECG nankasa nyema omuso omudi omusika ye no kra no esa your contributory factor. I don't want to believe that a private institution nyema no bia yeti wo Public Accounts Committee no aka ye beti say traveling, entertainment ni sanyema, media, all those kind and ECG media ejuma ben na mo the two system na so omuso mbedum kania in some places kra people do that benevolent act for them by sharing it on various WhatsApp platforms. Now man for who say ye be do light wa ha so that ube boa ho. So I don't remember the last time ECG came here and paid for advertisements. Say, mo announce some be oh they
do. They do more on their letterhead. They put such.
No, I mean say omu be doom light and there be a maintenance or something. Say these areas will be affected. MONTIE is our announcement. Say your social media handles and you ready and I hu me can say omu doom light and maintenance and I be there are certain technicalities at that one that they will like to notify the public. Say this very area, these places will go off. I don't remember the last time. So that is the point I'm putting across. Government must sit down, much as the energy sector levy no, because the more utia na be creating, what you this year, they are creating another one that you have to go and pay again. How do we make sure say government grab it in subsequent years, but going forward, na because over the years, I don't ever remember when ECG was able to tell us that they've declared profit. Other than almost every year declaring losses that government must come in. So that I think
that conversation, having should be a key thing. Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy, because you both sides now. You with the both sides now. Such concerns should be raised at that point. Now you know how the resolution will start. So aside because you call Parliamentary Select Committee on the energy now. You were the side of the minority, you were the side of the majority. Omunyina on board, having the same discussion, looking for the same results. Sansakra ye crowd passa as or mine. Ye perceive ye huna sa changes here. Omudin commoner from there. I think that concern will be raised in the main chamber because a committee no kwatena said ya omu said there be a way and no mu nyina age tu muokrata so ne be raise concern e wo main chamber me nyini say aban a wote so beka said there be me dey me mpa de pa na me yesi so
it's a bipartisan approach which I agree with you. Ebini say wakotua we and obi a onye smart na onnim e be ni say e bibi fufura government we aye. You want the previous government to look bad and no na sometimes bipartisan are difficult to know because if I'm coming, me bet na
like how?
This
statement or the best one actually must have government
maybe asam na make me say bipartisan identity money ye din say so say one government and look bad the others will resist it. Enti anka normal circumstance ye nyina was say both political parties omun go into it no mun free ECG ni other service providers no mun go into the issue. What is accounting? How can we address for your losses? Saying a bet me I saw no. What I say, but the NDC feels like okay, they are now in power. They have to do whatever they will say to make the previous government look bad. In that, whether you like it or not, 8 years Nanado Tina so free we never experienced them so.
And that's Subane cut across both of more political
and cut across. So your mama one experience doom so Nanado 8 years experience.
No, the point you're making say will be publishing to make it.
Election collation center.
Roger, relax. It's a conversation we are having. No, what's your definition of somebody lying? How do you define somebody's statement as a lie outright? I didn't know how to define it.
That's why I told you, sir. On the 7th December, when we were going to the polls, there are videos all over. We went to the police stations and collation centers with torchlights. This is an undeniable, verifiable facts.
They are walking a way apart from their not all cases.
There was no light up. No, his statement. 8 years of Akufo-Addo.
What communication is this? What is this?
Roger.
8 years of Akufo-Addo. Did you say that? 8 years of Akufo-Addo. There was no doom so.
Roger.
And 7th December is the only day you can say.
I mean, it started before
John
that.
Mama won for 3 solid years. You are doing so.
Wait.
You are making reference to a day. I'm even happy. I'm even happy you are even making reference to a day. Granted, there was even Doomso on the 7th, which Ubwa, because journalists move around. Doomso Ben. Doomso Ben. Stop it.
You know there were power crises.
Sometimes when
Napo came to tell us we should do our own timetable, are you telling me if there were no Doomso, would Napo come and someone will sit down? An energy minister will sit down one day and come and grant a press conference and say, bring your own time. You see, if there was nothing going on, let's be realistic. No, you see, the people listening to us are Ghanaians. If you have done something wrong, let them know that you have done wrong.
Yeah, express Doomso. Napo diano nyoka and uhu no this high tension pool. Because of this, please. What is that?
Which I say, Doomso. Hey, Doomso, you were here. You were not able even to tell us. Even
Mr. Tisemi interjecting our program.
Announcement. The person just corrected you. Said,
announce you
advertisement.
Because this Pokasi Awoshu Road, I was saying shifted the high tension post. We all saw people doing that work. And when the echo say, and you know this high tension post carry electricity from one region to the other. Under 8 years of Ronaldo, I repeat, your experience with Doomso. The first term of John Mama, basically all the term was marked by Doomso. This is the reality. That was the first time
2019.
Wikipedia captured the word Doomso.
Yes, gentlemen, so recently there was a communication your former finance minister Oroa Akino-Ofori-Atta US immigration Penufatu and South Africa say will go beyond the time and was this stay America and into Penufoshe and Kratem. I was so the reason why. Or that's what US minimum. And then Oshe IC in penny for you. That means the SC no a warrant so more detention so that the said people was so wash process and was no on bet me we no matter and near maybe say right from there no cost for America no and the local lawyers say what so am I communicate say BBI under control because I just a process. Yeah, we say not necessarily say or former finance minister and them will be over America. But I are the core any every Santa was a would no apa no. The SCA to opinion was any pan the same thing and now a better so elho into no money a casano ni team a war American so same ni more one to and I'll pay lot of the people publishers Ora Martin Pebu, a private legal practitioner essay yet Ghana and Akino-Ofori-Atta had no clue when we say process na Akino-Ofori-Atta. And that's for Martin Pebu. I'm quoting him. Process now was say Oroa Akino-Ofori-Atta say what share asiano yetiawa. Neba American citizen. Into or no Martin Pebu so I any hwehwemu ehunu say. Opanini nke te Ghana here twen no for accountability na ye ni abre no ano special prosecutors who akosei attorney general say wo ma ye say ye te Ghana ha na omma esan say neba American citizen to started the process and neba na file am so that he can also be accepted as an American citizen. And only the process no and go through no and penifasha and crata ma who say stay no or go beyond a bra and was say odi wo ho anything or what more and some ewo. This and many more conversations in a free the Jumedi no ase e the air bar ewo a US in penny for immigration woman say. But as we speak now, the anyone say what that's one ewo a immigration penny for warm detention ewo. Mamisha say free so
yeah, before Meka Akino-Ofori-Atta asema meba Akino-Ofori-Atta.
That's what we are talking about.
Akino-Ofori-Atta asema.
And only can was here.
No, we are having a conversation. Roger. And the lovely people of Ghana are listening to us. Something has been spoken about. Yebo profits of ECG or Kanwasem. Listen, I sit here in the name of my party.
Okay.
And my government.
Good time back here, I don't have a problem. You have 5 minutes.
Good. 2019. MPP claiming say ECG made profit. 2019, they claimed the source, Ghana News Agency and Graphic Online. 2019. 2020, 2021, they made the same claim. Intino, opesa on can be beer, go back to their records. No go ready, nombra. Jandamism no, etwem, and my jaw online, ni city news. Make me ama bebre, Ministry of Energy for report, Daily Guide Network. Oh, my brother.
Me betina sister.
My brother.
Me betina heka join news.
My brother.
Story from join news. Mami biamatia. Who join news in your credible source? You said this year. I'm surprised today you are quoting join news.
Oh, maybe I won't. Now, fair ground.
You initiated it.
You denigrated
when I was talking. He
said you denigrated join news. So
I initiated it.
Come on.
I initiated it. It's a fair deal. We know ourselves, pal.
Amazing.
He's my lovely brother.
No. Amazing.
So me, my brother.
Roger, please, let's get
you ran down join news, so I had to continue join news as your source.
No. The American say, well, about no the reality in running an economy. MPP should go back and do their homework. You cannot come and throw dust into the eyes of Ghanaians. They know well enough. When it comes to Doomso, they know what went on in this country. And they know how ECG has operated in this country. It's no go back and do your homework. Now with Kenoforiata issue, yeah, say MPP, if they were a serious group of people, they would even be fighting and agitating for Kenoforiata to come and redeem himself, so that they can now, as a party, say, yes, we want probity and accountability. We want the lovely people of Ghana to hold us indeedly accountable for our acts and our conduct. Into no Kenoforiata bra. What Martin Pebu has spoken about or said is not far from the truth. As a matter of fact, for me, I'm thinking, he wants to seek asylum, political asylum, because a strategy. Yeni na ye tu kwanda, and your friends obey dro. You know the sin. Yeni na ya kwa na kaya came before. What you say? Into no obema na expire no a lawyer. Now what she say bibia to one. You have to prove that there is a level of persecution. Put me prove that. Omema akrata, no mama bibia stana. Now even monthly obenya stipends. Ngakra into what kind of Foriata is doing right now? Opeso diedro. Na yanhwe ni ya somanya. Yet me fanning yeden emba. What you say? And you just off file say ne ba file say on kemo. O diedro. Ne dro ni nye ready. It as a stance now no in detention center no kra no. Be interrogate you.
No, this is a bigger platform. The quote Odiedro means.
Odiedro, like Odiedro. Brochi 10. Kaso Odiedro, he's seeking an asylum.
Okay.
What I say? O say church mu almost to me because kasa Ghana for the kasa ewa brochi. Say Odiedro like what okosiki asylum. Say o papers na wu but o person tena ho no mo ye adwuma into Odiedro kakra into 5 years, 10 years. What I say? Into what Kenoforiata right now is doing Odiedro. Into interrogations on be the nine lawyers no on be papers before be no ma granting no political asylum. But I'm sitting on this lovely platform. Say US Embassy any America omo nkofo omo ti twi no. Yeah, yes ramwa. Kenoforiata a government property. Ombra or a Ghana property, government of Ghana property. Omo fa ne mbra no be yi nsema no. Na sikabia we dibiano anase nyama atochima o so be yi na no ano no ombra monsuro ombra na monka akontum te said ya daddy lumba nini bra Charles your friend is saying na ne champo boy me ya ka kontum no mesre no we monka akontum ombra no me ya no
come on Dean you say government and accountability the center for me you can do away with it under Mampenda da Ekufuado the demonstration Naswafo no be to say Orana Po and Co. A lot of Naswafo no be pray akọ ama accountability ayeden akoso. Those are according to Mpenifo documentation and who here so okoyoko aso ye bi akọ. Womo according to Mpenifo documentation e wase womo call for detention bi no we detain womo ye hwe nkrata mo ne agya womo kọ ebinim de process ni we nyina ekoso. What is so special about Kenoforiata? He can show up for accountability.
First and foremost, the main differentiator say your processor is seeking asylum.
Yeah.
And your processor, your filing, our American, ni na nyabako. Into to me betnaha, and kasa enipano, ye file mano. At the same time, also see Odiedro. These two cannot go together. The two cannot go. So who seek asylum? Uma reasons why who seek it means baby a who life under threat. And into na who seek asylum. Ubet me uraho with a genuine documentation. Now we claim asylum. It doesn't even necessarily say we document it. obi wɔ hɔ na so ebia political persecution not mean akonya e free her so okra 5 years visa okra bet maka so o siki asan because baby a o free no o come back wɔ hɔ a ne life in danger and international law so grant say so obi siki asylum a only right say o didn't be back to baby a o journey free no because who didn't bar na evidence was say obe losing a life and any human right will be infringed on na yamfani come back so get the difference so o file mo obi a I dey say nipa ni a o yere o ba o kire say o pese onye den on be ka ho so wo hokra o pese usu o boa ne say on ka ho na oni ni na enti so these are two different process don't mix the two now as to near Martin Pebu eka onu na oka won fa evidence bi an ba enti me I won't work with me oka because Martin Pebu enye that gospel say okasa eye krunjin say eye nokra trodo and continue the evidence bi eka ho say menya documentation actually say wa file ni ba file mano number a citizen of Ghana then that is fine and that would have been different but you see why is it that on pese obeba I don't remember any day anytime the lawyers I
didn't say on pese obeba I said what is so special about him that he can't show up for that accountability process as Niniano minister, former ministers.
You see, he's not said on ready to be accountable. There was a time crowd so Sebeya so man on Zoom or online. He's ready. And people are right now away from accountability. Through that process. And Mremunu, it is not against the law to try someone in absentia and try any pan online because yawaha and OSP 2 coin interview will be somewhere mama or UK. He was okay with it. He was okay. So there is no law preventing OSP or the AG from prosecuting. In fact, so I see obet me about on my way cry. No, I decided so on kasa. A part of the right. He can decide to keep mute. And the information I'll pay free and or see on kasa then obey. It is only for you to decide whether you prosecute him or not. And now the judge sitting on the case will decide say you can choose to keep quiet and I can also choose to sentence you. Or you can choose to keep quiet and ABR. Though why a dean crown but evidence I present to know because a criminal case no, the judge can still say even though be any panan but it's not weighty enough say met me agina way so a convicted any pano. So I don't think he's running away from accountability because me who any letter be any lawyers are releasing say muya den ya ken omba and ken nankasa no min kai there or nankasa wakachire Ghanaians through any form of communication or say on my way there on babium or see or son who yare. So on your clearance from the doctor, sir, or beba or man way. I think by the last win, and I say me the interview of one of the lawyers, Frank Davis. Okay. Say
lawyer Frank Davis.
Yes, because I see ICE ambassador Victor Smith. Eka ene or see FBI eka arrest no. Meaning say FBI eka who dia then extradition is likely because ICE will arrest you based on immigration issues. So FBI there that it means it goes beyond immigration issues. It means probably yes, there's extradition process via government, I initiated, and that is where we are now. As to whether that will take place or not, because what my atia says, what filing processes to renew the visa and extend the stay, and it is not against the law. There are students who are no mark change your status. It's allowed in law. I might be brave. What's that? Oh, but there are people who've traveled.
And I'm telling you, me.
Please, come out. Let's finish. I can't 1 minute.
Changing your visa status, is allowed in law. Even Ghana allows. Ubet me about ABA a story. Ewa Ghana. So ube yari wahana so ube overstay. You can apply for extension, and now you can decide. Say, please. You can apply for extension, and I'll bet me about within that period as a student. Or my influence a Ghanaian student away to Kwankwa Abroche. Or what not say Okonyo Oba no worry ewa. At a point, the visa no expire. I bet me I decided say, near bet me I decided so or file no. And the status can change. It doesn't mean necessarily I was on buffet and so was back. These are things allowed within the remit of the law. The only thing that sometimes won't mean say bia will stay no I expire. No person won't change your status. That is because say no be illegal immigrant within Oman. But as long as your visa is valid, and you apply, it is for the immigration to decide. So, to grant you or not. Necessarily, it doesn't mean Who make me valid visa? Who change status? They can tell you say no. Then you still remain with. When you say America, 5 years, multiple. Maybe a mom of 5 years. That 5 years might be tourist visa. But who feel it's a person changing to a student way? They can decide to accept it or not, and they can decide to even revoke. Ukra valid visa. They can decide to revoke it. And also it means on my now the visa no. Your more visa cry, they will tell you say granting the visa, giving you the visa, and guarantee you the automatic entry into that country. It is their country, because what me use force means they acquire friends and visa but experts now more within the border way can interrogate you and they notice say who visa no cry okra no po unti visa na say.
Okay.
What I say, I don't see what maybe Mami landed here. I don't see say Obibeka say is running away from accountability. If you are able to produce any documentary proof, say or see on my way, as long as over US there, you have to say even okra visas of other countries, so he can equally decide to move to other countries. What about that? So okra, the visas in other countries expire. What about that?
Best station in
what
the
about
capital. Need
Through thin air to other countries. You need to use the airport.
You need to what?
You need to use the.
But you see, you have to have an agreement with another country to do that. Julius Assange, Johnny call your friend and say, Russia anyway. If you don't have that pact with that other country, they can decide not to oblige. It happens. Both countries for extradition to take place. Who needs our country? Who has agreement in place? Someone need
No, it's not about the extradition. Wait, the issue is say, who say, or other visas. But when you have other visas and your visa, you entered that particular country with a spice. You can't use their airport.
Who tells you?
Oh, my brother.
Please. Please.
You can't use their airport. They will still hold you.
Wait, Sweden encourage a man for to even live voluntarily and come and take some amount and live voluntarily. So we visa expire no flow minor cry. They thank you because they feel you are even doing the work for them for free. Once you are living,
find you.
So that means
they will find you.
So that means, Roger, it is not for every country in the world.
It's not for every country has its regulations. What you say?
Specific.
Oh, my brother.
Inti enya chinchin say, oh ha, na say be on krata asemewu and you want to move her. Enya chinchin say they will hold you, they won't let you go.
They will hold you, pay a penalty. They will hold you. Wait your ticket. Your process no,
let's be specific.
Every country. Every country.
Every country
I'm talking about the West. US, Germany, Asia. What I'm trying to say is, so Ura, you want to say Ura, Germany, with a 2 weeks visa, tourist visa, and a business visa.
Yes.
Now say uko overstay 2 weeks no, and I say uko di 3 weeks. Now say immigration for no so mu a hold you. Normal your investigation you pay a penalty.
Asema can yes or say what if say can oforianta ewo other visas?
Yes, you can have other visas but then
Roger you did come ya to.
Yeah, is patience so.
Yeah, to
my brother.
Also, what you say?
MPP, you have a problem.
Visas. No, energy so be free America. Ako other countries no one more visa. Is that not it? Come out. Na so obeko other countries ni so we. And I say there be on to me nko. They will hold him.
Yes, even
and I maybe say say be tobo. And I maybe say and no they will hold him. Is it peculiar to every country? And I say specific country. And I say there be a country be ya.
Yes, with that
and
particular
specify.
With that, for instance, let's use Canada because Canada is closer.
Lebanese ni bi wo Ghana ha saying. Na na visa no awu. Now no ase wo free ha kwa.
Na holding at the airport, immigration for be holding or be your penalties ni fines na na wako. Bisa. Let me tell you, we have been victims of such situations. The Americans say they will hold you in some countries. They will hold you. You pay the penalty or the fine before you go. Even your flight, do not even leave at that particular day. I said that particular time. And sana, everyone will be deported, and then the family will pay for your flight. A
lot of EU countries,
well, let me make my case.
They give you time to leave. Or they give you time. And no, they be mutimi di journey free. Ebi as a German, no, they journey for another Ebi Italy.
So
it happens. They give you the chance to live on your own volition.
Come on, hold on. That's what I'm saying. Because me himself, me. It is not peculiar to every country.
They all can be the time.
We initial conversation was say they will hold you my own call. But no, you are clarifying it. You are clarifying it. Say they will hold you for you to pay Any penalty?
Yes, they will hold you. They will investigate why. Why overstay? One. Who raise it?
Yeah. NBC News, ICE arrested nearly 75,000 people with no criminal records and data.
No, criminal records.
With valid visas, students, workers, people with green, they've deported all of them.
So it means that when they were arrested, with
no criminal record.
Also, other countries' investigations does not delay.
Yes.
Like some of our countries.
Yes, and America say
it is as fast as you can imagine because they have the tools, they have the men, and then they mean say when the action in the next 2 hours, in the next 30 minutes, they will initiate the investigation, finish with you, and then they job.
Absolutely.
Yeah, uko ene join us we away. Midday news. Obviously uko ICE website nipa omwachi about 98% of them omo deport omo. Ebimu eneka part of this record with no criminal record. As long as you are arrested, that is now the this is CNN
story.
Wait, this is CNN.
You think if he
US citizen went on his lunch break and ended up in the chokehold by ICE. US citizens
would have been deported the next day after paying the fine.
US citizens.
The second overata and Honton.
Oh, say me can the medical team and me can the lawyers.
I have no idea.
But I hear he's responding to treatment.
Roger, hold on.
I hear he's responding to treatment. So I cannot say for sure. Say whether ni Honton and ni Honton. Yeah.
Miniaba. Say omuso umu ewa mano ne sana.
Roger, I have na.
Ana say ma min kan say mo tiefo be fa mu bibi. Because me I have been at that point. Yeah, so
what is the point you've been to?
What is right?
Catch them and say you are deporting me that ain't me who you experience. An example. Now what can brother? You deport you that you cannot talk like a deportee.
Learning.
Yeah, deport you that.
Yeah, deport you that.
Learning. I've been to that point before. What point have you ever been deported? Have you ever been deported? We're talking about deportees. You are putting yourself as if you are an example.
Me, I've tried to change my visa status before.
Where?
What I say?
Where?
Keep quiet. You've not traveled anywhere.
Which country?
You've not traveled anywhere.
Which country?
What I say? You've not traveled. Keep quiet and let's talk.
Papa Roger TD Wills for NDC and then Ibrahim Kamaldeen.
Oh, hey. Minimum no Jandam secretary.
Family passport.
Ariada Shimaba Hani Adimenti Jumedi live on NEAT FM 100.9. Medin de Nana Ama Anotu for Metenemo de Mamma Bia Maquafo. Yame Aya do amigo Jidi wa Beshe Musa Yawadan. We no Ebesanso Eshebi Yafasa Fama Roger TD Wilson Afe Ibrahim Kamaldeen. Yadi Asadema production team no Ora Magje OSEI AGYEMAN Sanso no Dame Beme na Alex Entry Enafe Oba Tuntum so no de ne ho twa akono ujina internet ne so oni di see ania enye yie sanse onim de wo ye ototo ne meyi awra frema abankro ene de maboni ye so bibima mini ma ya de also adamment wo bo me stream live on Facebook and Facebook over TikTok NEAT FM 100.9 and also papa say wo ba ye enwumre yi hia me e wo YouTube so ye mfa ye kase ne so emre wo e ho nyame e ya adama wo kina eso e ye dafofo yakra
NEAT FM Neo. NEAT FM Neo. Utie oha extra ponkno.
You're tuning to 100.9 FM.
Ya no me bibrime. Ye nya ko fatu yeso. Etu esi be mabo. Okunkunim ko fe gina ne so akwara paadi kokwe hu ededa manama na ekire no ye ne adehia mra kroma dansidifo mehwe kasemu kira awawade esumu apai mo hire nyakwa pie awawasem nie we die bi si pen yeah